Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. It is your boy Louis once again, and I'm back with another heavy hitter live stream banger with yet another video. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, you already know what the deal is, man. Make sure you guys continue to smash that like button. Make sure you guys continue to hit that subscribe button, and make sure you guys are sharing this stream. Hopefully, everybody is having a wonderful Thursday afternoon. We are almost to the weekend. I appreciate you guys. So, like I said, always taking the time to watch my videos, whether I make a video or whether I go live stream. I truly appreciate it. Let me know who is in the building. Let me know who is in the building. Again, smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. So let's see. Shout out and I said we definitely were going to talk about this, man, because we got to talk about Draymond Green, and the lying hypocrite that he is, allowing his boy Maverick Carter, because his boy Maverick Carter works for the entourage that is LeBron James, with Clutch Sports, or should I say Unclutch Sports, and decided to take shots at Steph Curry. For what reason? Because he wanted to make sure that his name is out there because of the empowerment that LeBron gives, man. So, again, smash the like button, hit that subscribe as you guys come in. Make sure you guys are sharing the stream as you guys come in as well. Shout out to G Money. He says he can't wait for the video. Well, we're here. He says he gives the Heat credit for the 2012 title, but they got lucky in 2013. Spurs did choke in Game 6, but I remember there were 3 missed calls down the stretch of that game. Watch the Spurs Game 6. I'll definitely watch that, but I also wanted to talk about 2009 Eastern Conference Finals for LeBron James. And he actually gets exposed for the poor leader that James has been for a very long time. But we're talking about Draymond Green because this all connects to LeBron James anyway. LeBron fanboys will say no, but it does, because I got a lot to say on this one. So make sure you guys are commenting through the channel. And like I said, man, just continue to be there, man. And I appreciate the support. So definitely we're going to get started with this one. He says Ray Allen saved their asses, man. Manu and Kawhi missed key free throws, and Pop made a huge mistake taking Duncan out of the game when Bosh got the rebound. Okay, but in this case, we're not talking about basketball with LeBron James and these guys. We're talking about that. Curry does try on D in times, but he's not a great defender. Okay, I understand that. Everybody knows he's not a great defender, G Money. We're just talking about LeBron James's boy decides to take a shot at Steph Curry. Everybody knows he is not a great defender. But one thing that Curry does is he tries on defense. He does. Shout out to Joel Hayward. He says, what's up, Louis? And what's up, everybody in the chat? Shout out to Ryan, who also says, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? What's good? So like I said, man, we're going to talk about this. I am so sick and tired of the LeBron James entourage. I'm really sick of him. I'm sick of Rich Paul. I'm sick of Maverick Carter. I'm sick of them dudes. You know why? Because I would love to give LeBron James credit for the empowerment that he's giving his friends that he's known since he was a child, and the fact that they empower themselves as Black entrepreneurs. And I would love to say that I would give LeBron respect for that. I would. But let's get to Draymond Green, because I'll get to LeBron James in a second. But so Draymond Green, for those who don't know, plays for the Golden State Warriors. He got a huge fat contract from the Warriors for 4 years. Shout out to Jay, who says, hey, Joel. And I apologize for not being on time, like I said, but I had some things. I had to pretty much finish a little bit of homework and stuff. I was able to get that done. Had to talk to, some of the members of my class and stuff like that. And but I finished. So now I'm here. And like I said, I'm going to really try to work on trying to be on time for these streams. But like I said, again, appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all smashing that like button, and make sure you guys, again, are sharing this content, man. Appreciate it. But again, so Draymond Green gets this nice contract for Golden State, 4 years of $100 million. What did this loser do? This dude allows Maverick Carter to talk crap about Steph Curry. So Maverick Carter says that Curry cannot play effing defense. He then goes on to say that he hasn't played organized basketball in about 20 years. And that even at his age, at 38 years old, and Curry's currently 32 years old, he would still give Steph Curry trouble, and that he wouldn't be able to guard him. Maverick Carter, a dude whose career average in high school was 1.7 points per game, is going to give a 32-year-old that's one of the greatest players in NBA history Now, I appreciate the comment, Ryan. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Um, I'm sorry. Draymond Green is a real jerk. Steph Curry was the one that helped you and talked to you when you and KD had that scuffle on the court. Do you remember that? Steph Curry came to your house and he decided to talk to you. Did you forget that, Draymond Green? When the media was fully blaming you and Kevin Durant? Shout out to Yasuki Knight. That's hella cap, man. That's Draymond breaking the code right there. You don't do that, bro. That is some F-boy shit, bro, that Draymond Green did by allowing Steph Curry to get disrespected. You know what this reminded me of? This reminded me of that time that Antonio Brown was on the shop. He dissed the hell out of Shannon Sharpe, and LeBron had to sit there and take it because there was nothing he could say. Because then with the way Antonio Brown, Mr. Agent of Chaos is, he would have came right back at LeBron James. Because Antonio's mouth has no fillers when it comes to his mouth. But yet Draymond Green wants to sit there and let me think about this for a second. LeBron James is the same dude, along with Maverick Carter, that dude that you're talking to, got you suspended in the NBA Finals in 2016. Did you remember that? Shout out to Yasuki Knight. Did you remember that, Draymond Green? Because of your actions, because of your uncontrollable your emotional feminine side, you couldn't stay on the court and help cost the Warriors an NBA championship. And they didn't even suspend Steph Curry, the best player in the game. They got you suspended. And you keep saying that you were the reason that the Warriors lost. Shout out to the lowly one. So you're the reason that Kevin Durant left Golden State, the biggest reason, more than Bob Myers, because I know Bob Myers exposed the contingency plan in what the Warriors' use was for Kevin Durant. But Kevin Durant had a realistic chance to stay if and only if the Golden State Warriors got rid of your ass. What did you do? You decided to play chess. And like Lowly once said, you're not even a good player at checkers. And you decided that I better make my money before Kevin Durant makes the max. Because what was your excuse? Your excuse was going to be like, oh, because I'm homegrown and I helped the Warriors win 3 championships and I'm a former defensive player of the year. You could kind of use your accolades to say that, oh, hey, like, I'm just original like Clay and Steph, so I deserve that money too. Let me put it this way to you guys. This is the same Draymond Green. Did you hear Kevin Durant? Did you hear Steph Curry? And did you hear Klay Thompson go complain to Bob Myers at the time at the NBA draft when the Warriors had just won the NBA championship? And he's complaining to Bob Myers about why didn't he tell Draymond Green that they were going to select Jordan Bell in the NBA draft? I'm sorry, Draymond Green, you're just a player, dude. You're just a player. When did Draymond have all this mouth? And also remember, him and Steve Kerr have never really gotten along from their first championship in 2015. Yet Draymond wants to be a hypocritical clown out here. He got exposed just last season. He got exposed. Talking all that garbage, talking about how he can average 20 and 10. Shout out to Jordan. Let me just look at his point real quick. He says, what up, Louis? I could be wrong, but majority of Golden State's title runs, Curry led or was pretty high on Steele's list for the playoffs. You know what? Jordan, you're right. And you know what's so crazy about Curry, too? He may not be the best defender in the world. But look, James Harden sucks on defense. He's 2 inches taller than Curry, and James Harden even led the league in steals. Curry did it back-to-back years. So that's got to count for something, even if your defense, Curry may not be the greatest defender, but look at the defense he played in the 2018 Western Conference Finals against the Houston Rockets. He did a very good job on James Harden, and he did a good job on Chris Paul, even at times when he got burned. People only look at a couple of plays and see, oh, you see, Steph can't play defense. Nobody ever said Steph is going to make first team, second team, all defense. Nobody ever said that because you could clearly see that Curry's got limitations as a defender. But where does Curry make up for stuff? On the offensive end. Why? Because the system is predicated around him. Shout out to Speaking My Sports Talk. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my man D, the Godfather Jefferson at Speaking My Sports Talk. Lowly One says, I knew something was up when I saw Draymond on the shop hanging out with LeBron James. Sure, you're free to do whatever you want, but you should know LeBron's nature by now. And that's my point. That's why I said that. And thank you, Lowly One, for pointing that out. Draymond Green is such a hypocrite, man. That dude is such a hypocrite, bro. And this is the problem with people like Maverick Carter. And then this is why it connects it to that guy sitting in that chair, LeBron James. LeBron James is the same dude that got Rich Paul complaining about a coach in the league. So he had let Rich Paul decide to go to complain to Adam Silver about Luke Walton. What agent get to complain and try to write a letter to Adam Silver about Luke Walton getting fired? Who is Rich Paul to do that? So, and that's LeBron's problem. He thinks that by owning an NBA team, that's why he went back to Cleveland, ladies and gentlemen. It was for the opportunity to run his business. And if he was to run his business, he would have Maverick Carter and Rich Paul involved in day-to-day operations for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's the real reason why LeBron went back to Cleveland. So Ryan says, I think Draymond didn't say the B word to LeBron. Draymond helped LeBron play himself because he gets attention from the media from his blunt mouth. LeBron knew that was Draymond's great weakness. Exactly. And as a matter of fact, look what the NBA did. Funny how they didn't suspend Draymond Green against the Oklahoma City Thunder. But because it was LeBron James and the Cavaliers, they suspend him at a crucial time in the NBA Finals when the Golden State Warriors were up 3-1. And Ryan, you are exactly right. They knew because Draymond's weakness is his damn mouth, they knew that they were going to use that against him. Facts. Jordan, Mr. D. Holloway says, what's up, Louis? Didn't a few days ago, he made a statement on MJ not having Scottie back, but now sitting still on the Curry comment. You know what's really sad about Mr. D. Holloway? He's so worried about Michael Jordan not criticizing Scottie Pippen and not having his back. He's worried about Kevin Durant not being a Golden State Warrior and how he didn't handle his business. And then he's talking about how the Toronto Raptors would have never won the NBA championship without Kevin Durant. As a matter of fact, I continue to say that if KD is on Golden State, Clay is fully healthy, Golden State knocks out the Toronto Raptors. You can come with me with the hypotheticals all you want. And I said that I know that Kawhi Leonard's going to be ready. I said, but we're talking about Pascal Siakam and we're talking about Kyle Lowry. Are those guys going to be ready for that kind of Game 7 pressure? Because this is not in the Eastern Conference Finals. This is not the second round. This is not the first round. This is the NBA Finals going against the two-time defending champion Golden State Warriors. Even if they're weaker, they still have Kevin Durant. You mean to tell me? And Kevin Durant risked his career to help the team win. He risked his career to help the team win. And you're complaining about that crap? I'm sorry. He should have been suspended in the Western Conference Finals in 2016 against the Oklahoma City Thunder when he kicked Steven Adams in the nuts. But you know what the NBA decided to do? They wanted to make sure that the Warriors were in the finals. And truth and behold, they decide to help LeBron James. How convenient. They decide to help LeBron James. How convenient, right? And then when LeBron wins the championship, Draymond cries wolf to Kevin Durant. Don't you remember the media ran away with that story the entire season, Draymond? And this is why Maverick Carter to me is even more pathetic. LeBron James will tell Maverick Carter to say something, or maybe even Draymond Green told him to say it. It doesn't matter. It's crazy how Draymond Green is an entourage partner on Clutch Sports with LeBron James. Yeah, this the same dude, along with Maverick Carter, that complained to the league office to get your ass suspended when you were one win away from an NBA championship. People talk about, well, there was still 2 games to play. The momentum was taken away. I'm sorry. You don't, and that this is what I'm saying, that I'm my thing with Maverick Carter is, and you know what's so crazy? Shannon Sharp today was on Undisputed. He was complaining like crazy at Maverick Carter. He was criticizing him, and he said, "What benefit are you going to get out of complaining, bro? What benefit are you going to win?" What benefit are you going to get from winning that award of going at Steph Curry? And he was so upset because now he knows that people are going to get at LeBron and say that LeBron said it. He doesn't even know that for sure. That's your opinion. What they're going to do with Kevin Durant? That's the problem. What are they going to do with KD? That's how much of a difference maker he is, G Money. What are they going to do with Kevin Durant? Because as good of a defender as Kawhi Leonard is, in the 11 minutes that KD played, he was unstoppable. He was unstoppable. So if they can solve the Kevin Durant problem, then I could probably see the Raptors winning. But I told you. And the thing is, if you watch that game just alone, the floor was so spaced out, it was much more harder to double those players. And sorry, that's what gets me so sad. That's what gets me sad. Lance Stevenson or Draymond, who was the better rivalry between him and LeBron? I mean, I would say Lance Stevenson, just because the fact that he blew in his ear. But to be honest with you, with the Draymond Green thing, they forced that rivalry. The NBA forced it. You could clearly see it. Lance was doing mad different tactics. Joel says Steph Curry did win an award on defense, the steal title, while LeBron can't win that award. Another thing that's very sad, if LeBron is an amazing defender too, as he should be. I know steals aren't everything, but why didn't LeBron try to lead the league in steals? If he's so much better than Michael Jordan, why didn't LeBron James try to lead the league in steals? I know what his fans are going to say. Oh, no, because if you would have did that, you would have said he's stat pad. Because here's the thing. Curry's limited on defense, but he tries. LeBron James quit playing defense in the prime of his career because he did not get the award that Marc Gasol won in 2013, the Defensive Player of the Year award. How am I going to applaud a player who decides to quit playing defense in his prime? I can't do it. I can't do it. Never said that they didn't bother Curry in the finals. They played a boxing one on Curry. But not having that threat in KD makes it a lot easier to guard Steph Curry. Kevin Durant's on the floor. They're not going to double Curry. They're not going to double Curry that much because they know that Durant's going to cook. And the Warriors, they will share the ball. He was not going to beat the Raptors by himself. I didn't say that, man. You see, you're not understanding that, G-Money. I said that he would have made the difference in the fact that he would have been so hot. The Raptors would have had to find a way to design their defense. And I told you, you're forgetting that Klay Thompson is on the team who can shoot the lights out. And then Steph Curry, he would have gotten more free opportunities. So people, I'm trying to get you to understand. And now the media is going to use some footage that they choose from Captain Jack and Matt Barnes, podcast Draymond was on. For real. They're going to use that too. That's why Draymond is such an idiot, man. Draymond's a real idiot, and he's such a jerk. You know that Draymond's mom has also criticized Steph Curry. She's also criticized Kevin Durant. When people talk about Draymond, he goes to his mom to tell her what's going on, and then she'll go to the media and then start talking. No way. No. RIP to Fred the Godson and everybody in the madness. Agreed, man. Rest in peace. He says KD and Kawhi would have canceled each other in that series, in my opinion. Yes, KD was hurt in Game 5, but Golden State was only up by 5. That showed to me that Toronto would have knocked out Golden State. But you're forgetting what time of the game that happened. That was in the second quarter. You're forgetting about that. I'm number 11 on the like button. Appreciate my man Watchful News with the 11th like. Appreciate that. If the Warriors could barely beat the Rockets in 2018 and the Clips last year, I don't see Golden State knocking off Toronto because their defense wasn't as strong and Klay and Curry were more inconsistent. Actually, Klay was inconsistent throughout the first 3 rounds, but he shot 51% in the NBA Finals. Curry actually had his best finals up to date. It just, when it came to certain points down the stretch, was Curry's problem. And they crushed Golden State by 20 without Kawhi. But are you talking about the regular season? Because remember that the regular season and the finals are very different. You're comparing regular season to postseason. What the regular season tells you is what can be capable of happening. But you understand that in a series, you get to game plan, unless the matchups are not that favorable. Joel says that LeBron is the only player in NBA history who had to be pushed to play defense. The all-time greats didn't have to be pushed to play defense. You know what's sad, too? LeBron James didn't have to be even pushed once. He got pushed twice. He got pushed twice because he was even pushed in the days in Cleveland when he was stat padding and choosing not to defend against the Orlando Magic. I saw the game last night. I saw the highlights. Mo Williams was Kyle Kuzma before Kyle Kuzma. I said, wait a minute. Kyle Kuzma, second-year player, is pushing LeBron to play defense. And LeBron fanboys was like, oh, no, he slipped. Please. Jay says, shout out to Jay, Steph's best attribute on defense is playing the passing lane. That usually means you are out of position and the back door is wide open. That happens quite a bit on Steph. Exactly. Good point, Jay. That's the problem. He's playing passing lanes because he's out of position. He's not somebody that can guard somebody on the ball. He does try. And when you pretty much have a good handle, Steph Curry, you could even bump him into the screen, and then you got to watch those ankles. Brian says, why does the media say LeBron always oppose mismatches, but really LeBron gets switches all the time to point guards and shooting guard? That's a very good question. If you ever notice LeBron dribbling out the ball, LeBron always brings it back out, and he's always calling for a player to come. That's because he wants to get that switch so he could get that favorable matchup. Not saying that it ain't smart, but you know what I found out? I was listening to a press conference. This was when this was right before preseason started, and this was during training camp. This was media day, basically. And LeBron James is addressing the media, and this is when LeBron first comes and he's introduced as a Los Angeles Laker, right? He tells the media that it doesn't matter who's on the team, that my style of play never changes. When I heard that statement again, I said, that's all that told me that I needed to know about LeBron's play style. He said it even at that press conference. He says, it doesn't matter who's on the team. My game does not change for anyone. When I heard that, I said, this just tells me that LeBron has never really learned how to play in a system. See what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. To get a mismatch, but it gets exposed. Steph gives up on plays. I do agree with that. He has a tendency to do that. He does have a tendency to do that. So getting back to Draymond Green. Draymond Green said, I can average 20 and 10 while on this team, and that it was a goal of mine to average 20 and 10. And was telling all of his LeBron needs a screen. Yeah, he always needs to pick. And he always also tells me that LeBron, I've seen so many times Michael Jordan call off picks, which means he wants to take the guy one-on-one because he feels like he can win that matchup. LeBron James is always calling for a damn pick. Unless he has a favorable matchup, he's always calling for a screen. So when I look at Maverick Carter and I look at Draymond Green, I look at two dudes. Maverick Carter decided that he thought he was going to make a name for himself. And it's like, why do you need to make your name off an NBA player when basically you're part of LeBron's entourage? Everybody knows who you are. So you thought it was a great opportunity to take a jab at Steph Curry because you thought it was necessary. So Draymond can have issues with Steve Kerr. He can have issues with Bob Myers. He can have issues with Kevin Durant. Steph Curry helped your ass. And he proved to be a very good friend to you. And you decide to stab him in the back by not even stepping up. But you worried about Michael Jordan criticizing Scottie Pippen on a damn contract? That was what Scottie Pippen decided to do. And I told you that I understand what Scottie did, but people were telling you not to sign it. You got desperate and you signed the deal. That's on Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan even said in the documentary that Scottie deserved about the same amount of money as he did. So what was Michael Jordan supposed to do? But then you want to talk about how Kevin Durant could still be a Golden State Warrior and how, we could have taken care of it, but Kevin Durant pretty much had his mind made up and all this. Why are you so worried about Kevin Durant? You should be grateful that that man helped you win 2 championships, because let's be really honest. Draymond will get lucky to get those numbers. And let's be honest with this too. This is why I get mad at the LeBron fanboys. When it's LeBron James, they prop up Draymond Green so much. But he proved to you this year that Draymond is nothing but an overrated hypocrite. He proved it. This year, there were games where Draymond even decided not to play. There were games where Draymond decided to even quit. And I'm sitting to myself, hey, Draymond, I'm still waiting for those 20 points and 10 rebounds you were telling me about. As a matter of fact, the draft pick, Eric Pascal, he may he may not be the defender that you are, but offensively, he's miles ahead of what you ever have been in a Golden State uniform. Eric Pascal, folks. And that's why LeBron keeps losing. Thank you, Yusuke Knight. Because all LeBron James wants to do, he wants to be the center of attention. He wants to be, it's a LeBron-centric offense. It's about me, myself, and I. LeBron James has never learned how to play with team IQ, and that's why he continues to lose. Because, like I just told you, he said, I ain't changing my game with nobody. With nobody. Draymond averages 20 and 10 on a non-title threat team. I don't even know if that's even the case. With the way Draymond shoots, he doesn't really have that kind of offensive repertoire for me that he even said that he can get 20 and 10. I could see him getting 10 rebounds, but 20 points, that's a little bit of a reach. Maybe 15 at best. Maybe 15 and 10. I don't see 20, though. Watchful News says, if Draymond had a problem with KD and his personal plans, he was looking at adding KD 2 years earlier. I bet he didn't tell Barbosa, Ezeli, Bogut, and Barnes of his plans to upgrade without them. That's a great point. That's a great point. I wonder why they didn't even talk about that, right? You didn't tell Barbosa and Ezeli and Bogut and Barnes that Kevin Durant was going to be part of the team. It's like, oh, so we'll just get out the roster and get rid of you guys. Shout out to my man Toby Bartlett, man, smashing that like button. Appreciate you, Toby. Yeah, but you didn't tell the rest of the team that. So yeah, at least with LeBron James, he's known for that. But Draymond Green, really, dude? You're supposed to be this great, fiery, unbelievable person, and you decide to do this to your good friend Steph Curry. You know what? And Steph Curry had to come and defend himself, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. We know that LeBron is known for throwing teammates under the bus and not letting dudes know that he's gonna trade them and be honest with upfront with them. We know this about LeBron, but you cry to KD, then you call him the B word in a regular season game when KD is supposed to get the ball. Last time I checked, Draymond, you're not the best player on the Warriors. It's Kevin Durant. What's up with you, dude? Seriously? I lost respect for Draymond Green. He opened his mouth. He played chess, and like Lowly once said, he doesn't even know how to play checkers. He got Kevin Durant out of there that went to Brooklyn. Kevin Durant went to First Take and admitted that he was that Draymond had it was a part of it that Draymond was the reason that he decided to leave. So he admitted that. And Kevin Durant came up with honesty, and I actually got to give Kevin Durant respect for that. He didn't try to sugarcoat it. He said that Draymond was part of the reason I left. I mean, there were other factors, obviously, but he kept it a buck, and he was a man about it. Draymond Green is still trying to play victim, trying to find the blame that Kevin Durant was doing things, within the Golden State organization and not being faithful and honest to them. Well, no shit, brother. It doesn't help when you decide to call him the B word and say that we won a championship without you. You sound like you're some great level all-star player, and the LeBron fanboys. Oh, look at what LeBron had to go against. LeBron had to go against Kevin Durant. He had to go against Steph Curry. LeBron James had to go against Klay Thompson. He had to go against Andre Iguodala, and he had to go against Draymond Green. The same entourage partner that he got suspended in the 2016 finals, y'all put him on that level as the greatest the greatest team ever assembled. I'm gonna say this again, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest team ever assembled in NBA history is the damn Dream Team. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. The Golden State Warriors are the greatest team ever assembled. Draymond Green was a second-round pick, ladies and gentlemen. The reason he made all-star teams is because he plays with Steph and Klay. Let me ask y'all a question. Was Golden State considered a super team before 2017 when Kevin Durant joined? Did people consider the Warriors to even be championship threats at the start of the 2014-2015 season when LeBron left Miami to come back to Cleveland? As a matter of fact, no. No. Draymond tried to build his name off of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. That's how phony Draymond Green is. He tried to build his name. Listen, he tried to build his name off of Kevin Durant as well. He talks all this crap because he gets to hide behind the wall between these players. Now, I know KD, he was talking all that smack when he got in DeMarcus Cousins' face, and we know that DeMarcus will kill him in a fight. But at the very least, KD's got game, bro. KD's got game. You don't, Draymond. You're a solid look at that. For somebody who claims to be a 10 rebound per average guy, you average only 7 rebounds for your career. And I'm going to take you seriously as this all-star power forward. Draymond Green, ladies and gentlemen, made an all-star team averaging 11 points per game. Roy Hibbert from the Indiana Pacers, he was making all-star teams averaging 12 points and 8 rebounds. Draymond Green is no top 15 to 20 player. The KD addition changed the Warriors. What Kevin Durant joined, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. KD made the Warriors what they were. The 2017 Golden State Warriors, you can call that team an all-time team. The 2016 Warriors was the all-time team that didn't win the championship, blowing a 3-1 lead. And that team isn't as talented as the 2017 Golden State Warriors. I want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. And Draymond out here doing keying and dry snitching, please. Shout out to Speaking My Sports Talk with D. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. He says closing in on that 1,000 mark. Louis, keep up the good work, my brother. Appreciate you guys, man. On the road to 1K, we are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. I got the watch hours. I just got to continue to get the subscribers, man. But with your support and with your help, we're definitely going to get there together. And I can't wait to throw my 1,000 subscriptions party, man. I said, obviously, you guys are all invited. I appreciate y'all, man. Watchman News says Draymond really dry snitched on Steph and Klay, saying that it was what they do, talking about how they took plays off and when KD had a problem and he was acting like KD was in the wrong today. Simply amazing. It's amazing how when somebody runs their mouth and then doesn't realize what I'm expose Draymond Green again, ladies and gentlemen. Toby says, I always drop by to hit the like button, man. Still don't understand the game. God bless everyone. Appreciate you, Toby. I know how it is with you, bro. Jordan says, your boy Louis is the definition of hard work. So happy for him. I appreciate that, Jordan. Thank you so much, man. It means a lot. Bottom of my heart, that means that. Ryan says, do you remember when Draymond said when so-and-so wanted to keep with the current point guard on the team, but Draymond said, I'm rocking with Steph every day. What the F? Do you remember just not too long ago, Draymond Green was capping for Steph Curry? I remember what Andre Iguodala was saying what Steph means to the team. I remember what Klay Thompson was saying what Steph means to the team. I remember even Kevin Durant was saying that time that Steph Curry was injured. He says Steph is the best player on the Warriors. Kevin Durant was not even the franchise player on Golden State, and he said the same thing. You come out and defend your boy like your brothers, but you let somebody who works in your damn company criticize Steph Curry? Steph Curry wasn't even supposed to be in the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. Steph Curry was supposed to be, he wasn't even supposed to be in the league. This guy got a small scholarship to go play at Davidson. And even when Steph Curry had the talent in high school, his height really prevented a lot of schools from signing him. What Steph Curry has done, he turned the Golden State Warriors from a laughingstock at the end of the 2000s and through the early part of the 2010s. He helped make Golden State what it is today. Kevin Durant obviously helped them become an all-time team, but Curry put the Warriors on the map. So did Klay Thompson. Their play, their marksmanship, Draymond, obviously, he had a contribution, but I'm not going to say your contribution was crazy big because you talk like you're some all-star power forward. And even if you made 3 all-star teams, it's because of the reputation you got for playing for Golden State. You play in the 90s, my friend, Charles Barkley would eat your ass alive. And you know what? I got to give Charles credit in this regard. I'm glad that he calls out Draymond Green. It's true. Draymond Green is annoying and he's an idiot. I told you, he is an overrated hypocrite. That's what Draymond Green is. Shout out to Juanetta, man. Appreciate you. Way to represent the ladies, man. I appreciate you, man. She says Draymond saying he's a better defender than Kawhi is laughable. This dude said that he's the best defender in NBA history. Listen, I gotta say this, man. Even Charles Barkley, on some levels, can be a better defender than you if he really committed to defense. Because unlike Charles Barkley, you flail a lot with your legs and your arms. All of a sudden, like if you don't even have control of your body, cut it out, Draymond. The reason KD came in and the reason he left, the boy is confused and wants attention. I agree with that. KD's still looking for validation. I've been saying that for the longest with Kevin Durant. And I continue to say that Kevin Durant is an amazing player, but he is a weapon. He's not an alpha because he doesn't understand who he is. I would say that KD would be an alpha if he knew who he was, but at times, no. Marshall News says, y'all got to read between the lines, man, when dealing with these guys. Draymond trying to build their careers off of once-in-a-generation type players. You know what's crazy about Steph Curry? You didn't look at him as a once-in-a-generation player. He made himself into one. Steph Curry grew, and Steph Curry had skills, but he grew himself. Steph Curry made himself into an aura, into an enigma, into the entertainer that he is. I'm not saying here that he's better than Kevin Durant. But there's a reason why Steph Curry's game allows people to talk about him. That's why he was so loved by the media. But that's because of what Steph Curry did. He put in the work. Why do they call Kevin Durant the Tarantula, Slim Reaper, KD Trey 5? Because Kevin Durant put in the work. Draymond talks like if he made these guys better or something and he made them into the players that they are. Shut the hell up, Draymond Green. Speaking My Sports Talk says, yo, you're a great dude, Tony. Lewis and I appreciate you supporting this movement as well. Basketball Live with Lewis and D is still alive. Oh, that's right. We're going to be back soon, man. And you are exactly. Toby is an example. Appreciate that, brother, man. Draymond also got suspended multiple times during a critical series. He is eventually going to create so many enemies, no team will take him. Listen, Draymond Green has already made an enemy out of me. That's sad because I don't play basketball currently. I'm a fan of the game. When I see players start doing this bullshit, man, that just tells you the type of household that he has. His mom didn't teach him right, and you could tell that Draymond, with all due respect, and I don't mean to get personal like that, but this is why it's important to have fathers in your lives, ladies and gentlemen. It's important because you have that unless your father was just as toxic. If you have a very strong-willed father who shows you good discipline, trust me, Draymond Green would not be acting the way he does. And trust me, he would be thinking his decisions a lot over. Do y'all remember in 2016 after the finals, Draymond Green got caught in social media putting his privates on his phone, and he puts it out on Twitter. I think it was Twitter or Facebook. Draymond made that mistake because and listen, we make mistakes because we're not perfect or we're not flawed, but you would think those are one of the things that you don't do, man. You put a picture of your private and then you press send so that everybody can see. Draymond, you got 2 kids of your own, bro. Not before Kevin Durant joined what they considered a super team. No way. That's just people propping up LeBron James, man, for his finals competition. You know what Kevin Durant said that really stuck out to me when I watched the press conference after they beat him in 2017? Kevin Durant said that I thought when I got here, it made the matchup mano a mano. You know why? Because Chris Broussard had to expose Shannon Sharpe. You know what he told him? He said, Shannon, come on. Shannon, come on. Let's be real. If we were to do a pickup game, a blacktop game of 3-on-3, who are you going to take, Shannon? Are you going to take Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green? Or are you going to take Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, and LeBron? We going with LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love. That's what Chris Broussard had to tell Shannon Sharpe. And Shannon Sharpe had to stay quiet because he knew that it was the damn truth. Shannon Sharpe likes to play the victim for LeBron James. See, if LeBron James is so great, why are his friends in the media? Why is he trying to own the Cleveland Cavaliers? Because he knows how corrupt that organization is. If LeBron gets his hand on an organization, it just lets you know that you can bet your ass that Rich Paul and Maverick Carter are going to get themselves involved. Smash the like button and hit that subscribe as you guys can, man. We got 20 likes. We got 22 people watching. Let's continue to get the likes up, man. Let's continue to get the likes up, man. So continuing to talk about this, guys. Shout out to Celtics legend, man. Appreciate you. He says exactly. He's a solid player, but he was never really considered a top 15 or 20 player in the league. Thank you. Jordan says, no, KD addition changed the Warriors. That's just facts. That is just facts. That's just facts. That's just facts. Shout out to Anthony L. Says, what's good, bro? Shout out to Watch and Bleed, man. What's good, bro? Let me just continue to keep going through this chats, man. I apologize, man. It's just I got so into it. Here we go. I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna continue on this, guys. So I'm just gonna look through the comments because again, I gotta look out for you guys, man, and make sure you talk. Like I said, we're gonna get back on the panel, and I'm gonna have people come through definitely. But I just have to get my feelings out because I just think that this is ridiculous that Draymond Green does that to one of his so-called brothers and Steph Curry. It's a shame. You know, I thought Draymond Green, even though that I see his antics, I'm saying to myself, you know what, low-key, Draymond's a good dude. And like I said, part of me thinks he means well, man. But it's when you just look at this monstrosity of a character, when I see this toxic character that Draymond Green does, you align yourself with LeBron James, and this dude backstab you in the back just for him to win a championship so that you can get Kevin Durant, cry to KD, you get KD, you tell him he's a luxury, not a necessity, right to his face by calling him a B, that we don't need you. It's crazy how you say we, but yeah, I didn't hear that come out of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. They said how much they needed Kevin Durant. So did Andre Iguodala, and so did Steve Kerr. If we won one without you and you don't need KD, why did they say in the NBA Finals how much they needed Kevin Durant? You've been exposed, Draymond. You've been exposed. And like I said, what Celtic Legend said, we do facts over feelings on this channel. Anybody, shout out to Sly. He says, Mav Carter can't guard me. That's on me. The Warriors are not a super team. All the Warriors were a team who played well in a good system. Exactly, lowly one. Thank you. That's what they are. Matt Carter can't guard anybody. He can't guard. His 1.7 points high school average even tells you that too. I was so upset. OKC had a superstar team and didn't know it. The thing with OKC, Jordan, and I got to tell you this, man, the front office get a lot of flack for coddling to Russell Westbrook. That was their downfall. And they never surrounded the Oklahoma City Thunder with shooters. If they had the shooting to match up with Golden State, they would have beat them. But I still don't give credit to Kevin Durant for blowing that series. Him and Russell Westbrook were terrible. They got to get equal blame. KD's a superstar. I can't be giving KD a pass for that just because Russell Westbrook, KD was turning the ball over and he wasn't shooting well neither. And if you look at KD, he said it. I didn't learn how to play real basketball until I joined Golden State. That's what people tend to forget. He said that. That's out of his mouth. Draymond talks all this shit for his next contract. He needed KD going to help that. Yup. Facts, the only one. Facts, Louis. Watchful. The elephant in the room, that was Rich. That idiotic Rich Paul. Keep going, G. If I can't call Klay a Hall of Famer when he isn't better than Brad Beal, Beal averages 23 and Klay averages 20 points per game. I hate to break it to you, J Money, but he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Maybe not on first ballot, but he'll make second ballot. He's going to get how Chris Bosh is treated, and Chris Bosh is a better player than Klay Thompson. Chris Bosh has made 11 All-Star teams, and this dude didn't make the Hall of Fame on the first ballot. That's crazy. That's crazy. He made 11 straight. LeBron James, his whole career is built on stats, and people call out Russell Westbrook for padding his numbers all the time. You know why? Because he ain't a threat to LeBron James, Yusuke. That's why they call out Russell Westbrook. They get mad at all his efficiencies. You know who Russell Westbrook reminds you of? Kobe Bryant. That's why they get on Russ when they say he pads his stats. And Russ is nothing like Kobe, but they compare them in terms of their mentality and how much of a dog and how hard Russell Westbrook goes at the game. Russell Westbrook's biggest problem has always been his IQ. It's never been his talent. KD's a beast, but he was kind of a playoff choker in OKC before he joined the Warriors. He choked the 2016 conference finals. It's just, listen, man, I have nothing but love and respect for KD, but I got to call it how I see it. I saw those 2016 NBA Western Conference finals, and the Thunder had the Warriors. The Warriors could not deal with their athleticism. They couldn't deal with their rebounding, and they couldn't deal with their defense. Basically, you got the Warriors right where you want them, and you decide to take ill-advised shots, poor shot selection, and turn the ball over. The role players were on a roll. KD and Russ took away the momentum that OKC had in that series by their idiotic play. That's what happened. Let's not be blind. Bogut and Barnes, come on, put some respect on KD's name. Exactly. Draymond is not Dennis Rodman. No, he's not. He thinks he is. He thinks he's the modern day Dennis Rodman, but he's not even close to that. At least with Dennis Rodman, you could really call him arguably one of the most versatile defenders in NBA history because in his Detroit days, he guarded point guards and he guarded wing players. When he went to Chicago and he was with San Antonio, he was guarding big people. He guarded big men. The media wanted to label him as the Brandon Roy of the point guard position because of his injury issues. Yeah, that's a good point. Iggy's a better defender than Draymond. It's true because Iggy can actually defend multiple positions. Iguodala can stay his ground. When Draymond Green, and yeah, Iggy can foul, but he actually commits more smart fouls than Draymond ever does, really. I said this last season, and I still feel that way. Shout out to Speaking My Sports Talk. He gets what I'm saying. By far. What's good, Louis? Shout out to Anthony L. KD, when 100% is the best player on the planet. I said it, man. Look, KD is the best player in the game. I said that. Kevin Durant is the best player in the game. I said it. There's nothing new, nothing less. Those are facts. KD is the best player in the game when he's healthy. Draymond thinks he's the best defender of all time. Rodman will score on Dre and hold Dre scoreless. Oh, he knows it. Rodman could shoot the three, and he has better form than Draymond Green. And Rodman was always shooting the ball like whatever, but this dude shoots the ball when he actually could square up to the rim. I hope that one day soon KD stops caring about what people think about him. Follow suit with Kawhi and shut out the media. You don't have to say anything most times. Let your game speak for you. But that's the problem with Kevin Durant. He'll tell the media that he wants them to shut up, but he continues to give them what they want because KD feels like he needs to always say something. And I said, listen, with Kevin Durant, you have a right to speak your mind, ladies and gentlemen, but there's a time and place when you should do that. You don't always have to give the media clout. They could be mad at you with all you want. Again, you have the power. I remember when the media kept asking Klay Thompson, this is Klay Thompson, all-star Klay Thompson. This ain't even superstar, okay? He's not a superstar, but look, the media kept asking him about the 2019 free agency and possibly going to the Lakers. Why? Because they were hoping Klay Thompson would go join and play with LeBron James. You know what Klay Thompson said? I'm shutting that down quick. I'm not going to talk about it until the season. No matter how many times you bring it up, I'm not going to talk about it. He said that, and the media never messed with him again. If he had KD's personality, if Klay Thompson had KD's personality, they would be asking him that question every single time until the season ended, even including the offseason. They know it. They know it. Speaking mind, G-Money, no way were they a super team. They were stacked, but not super. Lambeer would never do Zeke like that. Never. And look, it's funny because him and Zeke had their battles, but Bill Lambeer calls him a friend to this day, and they did it together. There were times where they couldn't stand each other. They could win at it. It's the competitive nature of the game. But Draymond Green says that when him and Kevin talked it out, that just makes it that to me that tells me that one, the relationship was already broken. And number two, what they were going to do is they were just going to pretend like if everything was all good, but we knew that everything wasn't good. That was the start. That was the stroke that broke the camel's back. That was the straw that stirred the drink. Rest in peace to Thurman Munson. But that was it, man. That was it. No, go back a few years and yes. Turn the chapter, KD, Cobra, Kyrie, a.k.a. Clutch, coming to Brooklyn. KD needs to turn the chapter because he's in Brooklyn. The problem with Draymond now is he's going to try to bait Kevin Durant into a verbal war between him and Draymond Green throughout social media. They'll do it through Instagram and they'll do it through this and this. So this is why I said Draymond is a sellout, because you're with Clutch Sports. You see, if Draymond had protected and came to the defense of his teammate, even if they were in the entourage, I would have still respected Draymond Green and said, you know what, it's cool, man. It's fine. But the fact that you let this fool talk that nonsense, he's LeBron's boy. This is LeBron's nature, and this is how LeBron operates. He's given these guys so much entitlement that they'll feel like they'll be able to say anything. And Shannon Sharp, I do agree with him on this, ladies and gentlemen, and he's absolutely right on this. They're going to look at LeBron and say, what you tell Rich Paul to come out and diss Steph Curry? Because you know what I think, ladies and gentlemen? LeBron and Steph Curry don't like each other. See, LeBron likes Steph Curry from afar because he didn't see Steph Curry to be a guy threatening to have a chance to win championships on LeBron's watch. No, he didn't think so. Jay says, lowly, that's too late. History isn't on his side with his Achilles injury. Neek was the best afterwards with that injury. Long, hard, upward road for KD. And Jay is absolutely right, because I've been saying this. I don't know what Kevin Durant is going to look like from his Achilles injury, because Dominique was really the only player to successfully play after the Achilles injury and was still able to put up big numbers. The only difference was that Dominique had started to travel from team to team. And it's almost, I didn't recognize Dominique anymore. It was like he became a superstar journeyman. And I've seen some of those guys. Shaq was one of them. You went from being a franchise player to a superstar journeyman. And then you no longer were the superstar or that great player that you once were. And what I'm trying to tell you is with Dominique was he had some good seasons, but they obviously weren't the Dominique seasons that he had before he tore his Achilles. So KD made the Warriors a super team. KD did that. Let me shout out to Omar Page and shout out to Doug Banks up in the building. We don't know that until he gets back on the court. That's the key. I don't think that that's getting it done. KD will never be what he was ever again. It's going to be impossible. Cavs were a super team with Kyrie and Love. I would say they were a lesser version of a super team compared to what he had in Miami, but I will say that he had the best team in the Eastern Conference in the Cleveland Cavaliers in his 4 years. I agree. Beal is a better overall player than Clay, but you can't disrespect Clay like that. His numbers and accomplishments speak for itself. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. No matter what people think personally about Klay Thompson, he will be in the Hall of Fame. Stephen A is dabbling into too much and sounding casualist. See, Stephen A is another clown because he criticized Kevin Durant for joining the Golden State Warriors, but now he wants Giannis to leave the Milwaukee Bucks and join Golden State. Or do you want Giannis to leave because he's another superstar and it'll give you a reason to go to California? Stephen A, you can go to California anytime you want. You make money, dude. You work for ESPN. You know, the same program that your fans always like to say, that's the network that you be carrying all the time because you don't get sleep. Here's the thing, G-Money. That's fine. I don't care if you don't think that Klay Thompson is not a superstar and don't think that he's a Hall of Famer. I'm just telling you that Klay Thompson's going to be in there. You'll see. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When they add Timberwolves love, it's starting failure. Oh, yeah. Because it's like I said before, Jordan, LeBron says his game doesn't change with G-Money. Kevin Love is going to be in the Hall of Fame too. So will Dwight Howard. So will Anthony Davis. Draymond got jealous of KD, period. Shout out to Doug Banks. Nah, Klay is a Hall of Famer. Not a superstar, but he's definitely a Hall of Famer. Klay is the best compliment player, not a diss, but take it as text. G-Money says Cavs were a super team until 2018. 2018 started off as a super team, but they traded Rose and Crowder. As Omar Page said, and I've been saying it for the longest, Draymond is nothing but Mr. Triple Single. That's what that nigga is. Klay is not a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. That would have never happened if CNA wasn't carrying ESPN. Facts is Celtic land. Like the old saying, the loudest person in the room is the weakest one, and that's Draymond Green. Yup, that's right. The Cavs would have beaten the Thunder in 2016 and maybe the Rockets in 2018. I agree with 2016. 2018 is all due respect, bro, you tripping. Sad truth. Max is just basic. Yeah. Whatever, Jordan. I don't think Klay's more clutch than Curry, though. Here's the thing with Klay. Klay Thompson, he always has big game sixes. Like, that's his mark. He plays clutch in a game. Klay and Curry balance each other out. Yep. The Thunder were up 3-1. I ain't calling a one-dimensional player in Klay Thompson a Hall of Fame when he's too inconsistent. Well, take a look at Tracy McGrady. He had the size and the talent to be more than a versatile player, but Tracy McGrady, all he really cared about was scoring. And this dude is in the Hall of Fame. And I said, if T-Mac is in the Hall of Fame, Chris Webber needs to be there because Chris Webber is much more talented than Tracy McGrady. was almost an embarrassing affair. OKC played big ball from game 1 through 4, and from 5 to 7, the coach went smaller, played to Golden State's level, and lost the series. Thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what happened. He decided to go small. That's bad coaching. And Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, all of a sudden, they look like they couldn't even play basketball. I think Pat Bev does what Draymond does for the Golden State better. G-Money, you have to read and comprehend. You lack in both, man. Compliment player isn't saying Hall of Famer, but you continue to go there. Louis knows his shit saying KD is the best player. KD is the best player in the game. KD is the best player in the game. The problem is LeBron fanboys don't want to admit it because they're hanging on so long to LeBron James's nutsack that they'll tell you that LeBron is the best in the game, but he's not. He's not. You're playing with another dominant player in Anthony Davis. You know, the people who say that I look like him. I say I look like Chris Paul, but that's another story for another day. But my point is that Anthony Davis is a dominant player, but LeBron James gets to have the MVP, and he's the best player in the game because he beat the Milwaukee Bucks and the Clippers, the same two teams that he lost to earlier while playing. And what was the excuse about the LeBron fanboys? Oh, it doesn't matter because it's early. But then when he beats them, oh, it matters now because he beat them. But wait a minute. When this used to happen with LeBron teams, I remember when LeBron James beat and the Cavaliers beat the Golden State Warriors when KD first got there. Y'all remember that Christmas game? Richard Jefferson got away with a late foul on Kevin Durant. They beat them, and all the LeBron fanboys said, yeah, we got him this year in 2017. Oh, it matters because we beat them on Christmas. Then the Warriors blew out the Cavaliers in Golden State. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's just a regular season game. That's the problem with the LeBron fanboys. They keep changing and moving the goalposts. OKC gave that series away. They gave it away. Draymond not even a better defender than Giannis, Gobert, or Kawhi, but he's the greatest of all time. Thank you, sir. What Clay is, he's a great third option on a championship team and can give you 18 to 23 points per game, 5 to 6 rebounds, and play great defense. Where his weaknesses come is when you ask him to create for himself. Celtic legend, correct. For himself and his teammates, that's correct. I think some of Draymond's emotions impact KD with the media. That's true too. But KD started his burner accounts before he even went to Golden State. I got to put that one there. Doug Banks. Shout out to Doug Banks, man. Oh, yo, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all haven't subscribed, make sure y'all go subscribe to my man Doug Banks' channel, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Doug Banks and show him some love. That's a good brother right there, man. Knows his basketball, and he's coming up with his music. Just listen to some of his videos. His videos are, they're really cool, and Doug's got some bars, man. So show the brother some love and make sure y'all go subscribe to Doug Banks, man. Jordan says, I just want Billy Donovan to come back to Florida and win the Gators titles again. Oh, man, I remember him. And I do remember who was on that team. I remember Corey Brewer. I remember Al Horford. I remember Joakim Noah on those great Florida teams that won back-to-back national titles. I remember that team. Bradley Beal, also one of my favorites. Jordan also says, set shooting system creates real stars. You better make it or get replaced. Shout out to Ryan, who says Draymond is a puppet and LeBron is his puppeteer. Exactly. Yes, but I still stick to my point. Clay is a Hall of Famer. No, Clay's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He will be in the Hall of Fame. It's not that much different. That is fine, man. Clay in the Hall of Famer to me. I mean, that's fine, man. It's at the end of the day, it's your opinion. John Sally didn't even do Isaiah like that, and him and Mike are frat brothers. Kobe didn't do too shabby after his injury. He didn't. It was just the thing was Kobe didn't play enough games, and he really did look like a shell of himself, though. If Clay makes the Hall of Fame, C. Webb should make the Hall of Fame. I went back to Tracy McGrady. If Tracy McGrady's a Hall of Famer, he should be. Stephen A., if you ever see this, you my dog. No, D. Kobe did solid, but Neek is the bar and probably still be the bar after KD. Yup, Jay, exactly right. Because if you look at Kobe's numbers, they were pretty ugly. He was a shell of himself. Neek should have been on that top 50 greatest players list. I think the way he came back from that Achilles shows you how great he was. The Hawks shouldn't have traded him for Manning. Yeah, that was really stupid on their part. They probably could have used him when the Hawks were winning 50-plus games with Steve Smith and Dikembe Mutombo. They really could have challenged the Bulls because then you would have had an actual star to go mano a mano against Jordan. And then the other role players could have did their thing. The Raptors would have won the title versus whoever came out of the West last year. They were underrated. Not against Golden State. With a fully healthy Golden State squad? No. Brown was the best player in the 2010s from 2011 to 2017 and 2018. I disagree on the 2017 part. I felt Kevin Durant pretty took that mantle, I think, in 2018. The comments from Draymond Green and Maverick Carter the past couple of days seems like it got LeBron fingerprints all over it. Yup. He's sending his posse to go take shots at Jordan and other players around the league. Yeah. You know what's crazy to me, Anthony L? And I'm about to get to LeBron in a second. I'm about to roast his ass too. C-Web was a me person and many didn't like him. Yeah, that's true. He was dirty off the court. He got better in his later years and after his career. C-Web easily belongs, but the voters don't really like him. It's true. C-Web has a bad reputation, man. He's not very well liked. Funny you said Chris Paul and AD. Both were drafted, one by New Orleans. One actually stayed in and tried to build. AD's probably tied for 2. Matt Nye, if KD was healthy, the Warriors win that series in 6. Chris Paul's still the smartest ball handler, in my opinion. Definitely intelligent. LeBron is a snake, and he's too scared to say this stuff publicly, so he sends his henchmen to go do the dirty work for him. Coward. LeBron is an insecure child. He mad because Jordan stole his thunder. You know what's really sad, Anthony L? LeBron was the one that pushed for the documentary to come out. He told Richard Jefferson that ESPN can't fire you because you're my friend. LeBron James, how can you get mad and send your friends to talk about taking shots at Jordan and these other guys? Because look, you hear it from Draymond Green's mouth. You know, the so-called enemy on the Golden State Warriors? Shout out to Johnson Daly, man. Yo, yo, yo. What's good, bro? That's crazy. Appreciate the love, bro, Louis. No doubt, Doug Banks, true supporter right there. Anthony, LeBron has mouthpieces. Always has. LeBron gets the pass when his thoughts and words are from another mouth. Always will. Because then LeBron will come out and say, "Oh, I never said that. That's Rich Paul. That's Maverick Carter. You got to ask him. He's the one who said it." LeBron is very smart and calculating. That's what the fanboys don't want to understand. Nah, Doug Banks. Warriors were vulnerable even with KD last year. I just think the Raps defense would have been too much. All right. You better be in contention for number 1 on your future college basketball top 10. Oh, UF? Ha, ha, ha. Just like LeBron had Rich Paul take shots at Giannis just because he turned him down for the stupid Space Jam movie and didn't want to work out with him over the summer. Exactly. Rich Paul says that, oh, Giannis is not that good. He ain't really that special. Oh, all of a sudden, Giannis is the reigning MVP and he's likely going to win it this year. And he's in running for Defensive Player of the Year, but he ain't special. Rich Paul, let me ask you a question. How come your boy LeBron James ain't win Defensive Player of the Year? And how come when Marcus Gasol won it, the brother stopped playing defense in the prime of his career? Steph Curry's not even a great defender, and he led the league in steals twice. How come LeBron has never led the league in steals if he's such a great defender? Why Draymond sitting there looking like Hop and Bob in this picture? And again, shout out to Johnson Daly. Yo, again, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. We're talking about these 3 clowns, Draymond Green, LeBron James, and Rich Paul. Wait, Warriors are closing that series, man. I'm just saying Kobe did a good job. All right, man. He says, what were you going to talk about LeBron? Oh, yeah, I'm going to talk about him. I'm going to roast him. I hear you. It's true. Go live, Louis. Keep up the good work. Enjoy everybody. Stay safe. Peace, bro. All right, be safe. D, and make sure if you haven't subscribed, make sure y'all go subscribe to Speaking My Sports Talk, man, on D's channel. The man talks boxing, MMA, and we are basketball live partners when we get the opportunity to do games together. So make sure y'all go subscribe to D at Speaking My Sports Talk. It's a good brother right there, man. Brother has a big heart, and brother is objective. He could see he sees the bullshit, but then at the same time he gives props too, man. So he's objective. Again, shout out to Johnson Daly. New Orleans had Chris Paul, AD, and now Zion, DeMarcus Cousins before the injury. Brandon Ingram now too, shaking my head. Talk about luck of the draw. For real. G Money, quit being LeBron around here, man. Come on, man. You're better than that. I've seen it. Chill, man. And here's the thing, guys. So now let me get on to LeBron James. Another clown. LeBron James What I'm talking about LeBron James is that this guy knows what he's doing. My question with LeBron James is this. Why are you so worried about the Golden State Warriors if Kevin Durant is not there, if Sean Livingston retired, Andre Iguodala is now with the Miami Heat when he went to Memphis, Steph Curry was injured for most of this year, Klay Thompson has been out all year, Mr. Walking Triple Single Draymond Green took plays off. He had little injuries that he could have played through but decided to sit out due to rest. The Warriors have been the worst team in the league, arguably in terms of record. And you decided to tell Maverick Carter, along with Draymond Green, you probably told Draymond Green to not say nothing, or else he was going to do something there. To take shots at Steph Curry for what? The Warriors are not even together. Or are you afraid still of Golden State because you can't stand Steph Curry? You still can't stand the fact that Steph Curry was getting a lot of attention when Steph Curry was regarded the best player in the world in 2016 after his 50-40-90 season, 30 points per game, and won a unanimous MVP award. You was hoping you were to get that attention, and you didn't do it. Steph Curry's not even in your life, bro. Your Lakers have the best record in the Western Conference. The Warriors are not even a threat this year. And you're telling Maverick Carter and Draymond Green sitting there like Donkey from Shrek, sitting there like a sitting duck, letting Maverick Carter disrespect Steph Curry like that? Please. Please. Ryan says, I would say if not the Clippers winning the chip, the Bucks win the title, Giannis would have had the same stats like Hakeem, regular season MVP finals, and defensive player of the year. You know what's so crazy? He would do that, man. He would do that. Because LeBron petty. He feels slighted for Golden State stopping him from winning titles, and his fanboys and the media fanboys are mad too. LeBron James thought that he was going to benefit from doing the free agency era by him being the only one to win championships, and the LeBron fanboys. LeBron came back from 3-1 on a 73-win team, and he beat them. And guess what? If Kyrie and Kevin Love weren't hurt, LeBron James would have won 2 championships. Let me tell you this, y'all. If LeBron James was to win 2015 with Kyrie and Kevin Love, best believe Golden State would have gotten their revenge in 2016 fully healthy. Best believe. Best believe. So bronsexuals, miss me with that BS. Miss me with that BS. Miss me with that. Don't come with that. Don't come with that. That's why I continue to say that both of those championships cancel each other out. Miss me with that. Miss me with that nonsense. Miss me with that. You're talking about 3 petty people. And Shannon Sharp going all crazy defending his boot thing. LeBron James talking about, oh, look what Maverick Carter has done. Look what he's done. Look what Maverick Carter has done, man. Seriously? Talking about, oh, they're going to say it's LeBron's fault. I've never seen a man in Shannon Sharp. Shout out to Tomoko. Bowling ball is the hardest sports ball. Dodgeball is the softest sports ball. Dodgeball is soft, but it hits hard at an acceleration. Bucks can beat the Clips because PG and Lou Will are inconsistent in the playoffs, but I don't see them beating the Lakers. The Lakers have questions of their own. That's why I can't just look at the Clippers. PG chokes in elimination games and Lou Will chokes at home in the playoffs. Very true. Isn't that what we sound like? LeBron wants to lose so his fans can make excuses for him. Don't you see that LeBron, he even said this to the media when he was with the Lakers, man. I love how he's telling about the young players that, you know, I'm comfortable at being uncomfortable. You weren't drafted to the Lakers, LeBron. Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and Kyle Kuzma were drafted there, not you. You came to sign for a 4-year, $153 million deal, man. Another thing I'm going to expose his ass. Him talking about that he's in it for the long haul. I remember his last season with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was coming out and telling the media that he would never invoke his his no trade clause, and that he was in it for the long haul to commit to this team. Really, LeBron? Last time I checked, when somebody commits to their team, if a team offers you an extension and you're committed to the team, you would sign that extension. No, you kept doing one-on-ones. You said you weren't going to commit long time, even when the Cavaliers were going to trade Kyrie Irving, and you approved the trade to try to get Paul George and Eric Bledsoe. Or how about the fact that even when you won in 2016, David Griffin came out to the media in a newspaper article and said that he was thinking of pairing Kevin Durant with you because Carmelo Anthony already exposed it to the media just 2 days ago. LeBron James, he said it's clear that you want to play with the best players. Didn't you yourself, LeBron, came out and said, ask me if I want to play with Damian Lillard. Ask me if I want to play with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Ask me if I want to play with Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant. I want to play with all those players. That's the problem with LeBron. He contradicts himself. Then he tries to backtrack when he knows he effed up because he knows the media was going to talk about that. Jordan says, PG before epic Olympic leg break, things could have been different, taking prime LeBron to 7. He took him 2 years ago, and that wasn't even Paul George in his prime. Tomoko says, hey, Louis, how does it feel to have finished all the videos I have that are about Tomoko and Tara shows and characters that they voice? Are you impressed by their careers? I'm very impressed by all the videos that you made, and make sure you guys subscribe to Tomoko videos. I'm very impressed with the content. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Tomoko right now. A mixture of anime, a little bit of Bruce Lee. You have a little bit of Godzilla in there. Tomoko's got some great content. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Tomoko's channel. I'm very impressed with the voice characters. I was very impressed. I'm also impressed with the way that your music blends in really nice with your videos. I've been very impressed by that. And I like how they all fall in sync with the video. It makes the video sound great. And I think that the music that you pick are very good choices. And there are some music that I've listened to. So like I said, go subscribe to Tomoko's channel right now. Doug Banks says David Blatt was LeBron's second best coach, and yet LeBron fired him for his boy Ty Lue. That hurt his chances for more titles too. LeBron, you see, this is the problem with LeBron James too. He thinks he's the Don. That you got to listen to him. That the way things go is you got to listen to LeBron James because LeBron James is too smart for his own good, and he's not even really that smart when you think about it. He's a moron who's just very good at playing basketball. He's a great player, but he's a moron. And you know why I call him a moron? Because LeBron James has never learned how to really incorporate his teammates. I told you what this dude said before. He talks about how he commits long-term. He don't care about the Cavaliers. He's got his fan base in such a frenzy up there in Cleveland that they'll believe anything LeBron says, knowing that his ass left not once, but twice. Not once, but twice. I'm sorry. I don't excuse a player who's been to the finals 9 times, went to 8 straight finals that his fans want to always give him credit for participation trophies, but never talk about the fact that you had to form 2 super teams to keep that final streak alive. Nobody wants to talk about that. And then disrespect Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh like LeBron did it all by his damn self. If LeBron was that good, why did he have to join Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh? Remember, LeBron was not a winner up to that point. At the very least, Dwayne Wade had a finals MVP and an NBA championship. So why did he go to South Beach? If LeBron could do this all by his damn self, how come he displayed poor leadership in the 2009 and 2010 Eastern Conference Finals when the Cleveland Cavaliers had the best record in the NBA 2 years in a row? And LeBron won back-to-back MVPs both years. How about the fact that LeBron James finished second in Defensive Player of the Year voting to Dwight Howard in 2009? But they don't tell you that he was pushed in the back by Mo Williams in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Orlando Magic. Why don't they talk about that stuff? Or how you had a 2-1 lead against the Boston Celtics in a series you should have won, but decided to be sedated in games 4, 5, and 6. You decide to stat pad in games 4 and 6. In game 5, you weren't even aggressive. You get blown out at home 2 times in that series after scoring, 36 points and beating the Boston Celtics by 38 points in their home building, which was the worst loss still to this day. And you couldn't get the job done? And Tim Legler said you were the favorite to win, to go to the finals at the very least, and contenders with the championship? Oh, and what happened against the Dallas Mavericks when you formed that super team? And but here come the LeBron fanboys. But how you talking all bad about LeBron? That Mavericks team, they swept Kobe. They swept Pau Gasol. They swept them 4-0. Let me get this straight. Kobe Bryant gets swept out of the playoffs, and Phil Jackson retires that season. But LeBron James had a super team. LeBron James. Oh, but the Mavericks had 3 All-Stars. I had a clown on a live stream He dead said that he thought Vince Carter was on the 2011 Dallas Mavericks and that the Mavericks had 3 All-Stars. Jason Kidd was a role player, ladies and gentlemen. He was 38 years old. How did LeBron get locked up by Jason Kidd? Jason Kidd is a good defender, but he was 38 years old, ladies and gentlemen. How do you get outplayed by JJ Barea and Jason Terry? Huh? How do you get played by 3 players that are smaller than you? Here's something that I didn't mention either. In Game 4 of that series, when LeBron scored 8 points, there was a play where Shawn Marion drove on LeBron. He took him to the paint in the basket, and you know what he called him? When he drove and hit the hook shot over him, he called him the B word. He said, B-A-Ch. That's what he called LeBron after he scored him on a hook shot. Shawn Marion was a role player at that point. He was not the Matrix anymore. What about the Sean Stevenson hitting all those threes? I thought LeBron was supposed to be the superior defender. You know what they said about the Miami Heat? Jeff Van Gundy said that Miami had the stingiest defense in the NBA. They had the stingiest defense in the NBA. You blew a 15-point lead in Game 2 of the NBA Finals, and Dirk Nowitzki, who scored 62 points in the fourth quarter in that entire NBA Finals series. You know how much you scored, LeBron James? 18. If we average that out, Dirk was the leading scorer in the fourth quarter in the NBA Finals at 10.6. Dwayne Wade was second at 7.3 because Wade had 44 points in the NBA Finals. LeBron James was tied with Udonis Haslem and Mario Chalmers. Are you serious? You were tied with Udonis Haslem and Mario Chalmers, who was Wade's second best player in 2010. You were tied on your own team with Udonis Haslem, and Mario Chalmers. You were tied for 5th in the NBA Finals. You were tied with 2 teammates that are role players. That's embarrassing. Jason Terry and Chris Bosh had higher fourth quarters than you did. That's embarrassing. It took your points and Dwayne Wade's points combined to match the total of Dirk Nowitzki. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's pathetic. That's pathetic. I've never met a superstar in NBA history. I've never met a superstar in NBA history that gets the most excuses out of anybody in the media than LeBron James. That participation trophies are celebrated by his fans and the media who coddle his jockstrap. That's just amazing to me. So LeBron James, stat pads in 2010, chooses not to play defense. Mo Williams pushed him, the original Kyle Kuzma, just in a smaller body. 2010 gets outplayed in games 4, 5, and 6. Stat pads for a triple-double as his exit ticket out of Cleveland. And then in 2011, forming a super team, you had the biggest choke job in NBA Finals history against the Dallas Mavericks. Dirk outplayed you. The Mavs were a veteran team. With the athleticism and talent that the Miami Heat had, they should have swept the Mavericks. They should have swept them. I'm not trying to disrespect Dallas, but the thing is, Dallas could not deal with their defense, and they could not deal with the athleticism of Wade and LeBron. Dwayne Wade averaged 26.5 on 54% shooting. And you know why LeBron also stunk up the joint? Because he knew that his legacy would be treated different if Wade won Finals MVP. They would have said LeBron James had to join Wade. He had to join 2 other All-Stars to get an NBA championship, and he even wasn't the best player in that series. That's how it tells you that LeBron is not a great teammate. LeBron is not a great leader. He's overrated as a leader. He never has been. LeBron is he's a master of manipulation. Joel says LeBron is an attention seeker. He wants the media to talk about it 24/7. That's why he got his friends in the media. That's why he pays these dudes to talk about him, and he'll say, "That's these dudes talking about me." LeBron think see. This is why I love the people on this channel, because everybody here is intelligent, because they know they can see through the bullshit that LeBron James be doing. And Draymond Green to be one of them dudes that got 3 championships on his watch to talk the crap that he talks about Kevin Durant, to be siding with LeBron James and Maverick Carter dissing his so-called teammate Steph Curry is atrocious, bro. It's atrocious. And the Golden State Warriors being meatheads on not signing Kevin Durant and going with Draymond Green. And people who are mad about the Warriors saying they ruined the NBA need to be quiet. Because if Kevin Durant had an opportunity to go to your team, you would feel like that your team would be so much better, you'd be winning. Trust me. You're mad because it's the Warriors, and you're mad because you feel like no team has a chance. You have to blame the front office. What are the front offices doing that they're not being as aggressive as Golden State? That's what you got to ask yourself. What is the front office doing? Blame the scouting, blame the people that are drafting, blame the organization, but don't be blaming Golden State. Golden State did what any aggressive team would do to put themselves in position to win. The Clippers are the team to beat in the West. The Lakers duo has to go over the top every game for the Lakers to succeed. AD and LeBron are unknowns in Laker uniforms with that pressure, and they feel it. You know, what's sad about LeBron is he's trying to make it sound like he's some real Laker. And what he doesn't seem to understand is LA is not Cleveland. So they're not going to accept that bullshit that you're talking about, that we don't really have expectations. Anthony Davis came in and he said that we have expectations to win in a championship. I see myself winning a championship at the parade. Rob Pelinka said championship or bust. And LeBron, like the slide to the mouth that he is, try to lower expectations like if they ain't got it. That it's going to be a long process. Oh, really? Oh, really, LeBron? I just want to see what LeBron's face would look like if Anthony Davis were to leave that team if they don't win a championship. I'm going to look at Anthony Davis and I would have said, I didn't think you had this in you, AD. I guess you saw LeBron for what he truly is. All he did was take you out for 2 for 20 at Applebee's. That's all it was. He wanted to take you out 2 for 20 and have you pay the bill. And AD would have been like, ain't going to happen. And Jay is right. They feel the pressure. They feel the pressure. Just as much as I don't trust the Clips, I don't trust the Lakers neither. Clippers are the West team to beat until they aren't. I know my Lakers. I know I see their weaknesses in every game, and this is the regular season. Only your opponents are focused on you. Exactly, for 7 games. Clippers are a lot tougher physically and mentally stronger team than the Lakers. Like I said before, I fail to see what the Mavericks sweeping the Lakers has to do with LBJ freezing up like a popsicle. That's an excuse, lowly one. They want to use the second round. They're like, oh, but that's why the Mavs was such a top-tier team. Why did LeBron struggle so much against a team he had no business losing to? The best player in the game freezes up again against the Dallas Mavericks. With all due respect, exactly. But don't bring that up, Louis, because we all know bronsexuals have revisionist history. Yeah. There are a bunch of revisionist historians. They get so mad. Oh, Louis, stop with the shenanigans. Oh, stop. I'm sick and tired of the hate that you show on LeBron. I've seen LeBron's character from the moment this dude stepped in the league. I've watched every single game LeBron has played. Nothing you can tell me will ever change my mind about LeBron James. Nothing. I was a huge fan of LeBron, and I changed my mind when LeBron James made himself about him. LeBron James has always been a narcissist. I didn't see it at first. And it's funny, going back to the tapes of the Western Conference Finals against the Orlando Magic, I could see why LeBron has been such a narcissist. I know Curry and Clay are some of y'all idols, but they got much dirt on their hands for the debacle-ship of the Warriors franchise. Why would you bring Boogie Cousins to a well-oiled machine like Golden State? Well, to be honest with you, I don't idolize like Curry. I said that Curry's not really – I don't look at Curry as an alpha to me, but at the same time, though, Curry got to where he's at. Klay Thompson, he's just a complimentary player at best, to be honest with you. DeMarcus Cousins has got a baggage of history, and it even showed during the offseason. Chris Broussard said Miami has the best defense in the NBA. Good as the Chicago Bulls. Give me a break. After 2 chips, 1 in a row. Huh? Facts. I said the same thing on RB's Christmas Day live stream. Do you remember that game when LeBron got heated, no pun intended, with Chalmers on the bench? LeBron acted all hard trying to go at Mario as he was held back. You know what? You know what's pathetic about LeBron? LeBron will never go at big guys like that. He's never gone at people at his high size like that. LeBron talks like he's tough, but that dude is soft as Charmin. Kobe would tell him that to his face if he could, that LeBron is soft as Charmin if he saw him at practice. LeBron James talked to these little dudes. Oh, I wanted to talk about the New York Knicks. LeBron has the most excuses of any superstar in NBA history. I know the Mavs upset the Lakers and Thunder, but whoever came out the West was not expected to knock off the Heat that year. It's true. Tyson Chandler in the paint, though. In the paint. But against everybody else, I think not playing in a college system limited his skills, leadership, and team play. Juanetta Thomas deserves a couple of gold medals, and she definitely deserves a first-place ribbon for that one. LeBron James could have benefited in a college system. The females here don't even say whatever. Come on now. I don't care, Jay. I can say what I want. Y'all need to keep it chill in the chat. And you need to be careful because you can't just say I can say whatever I want, because if it gets out of hand, trust me, I have to let you go. So you need to chill. I won't lend energy to suspect players like LeBron and Draymond when I see KD show up and show out while teammates on the floor need the Heimlich because they found something to choke on every time. That's my thing with LeBron James too. This dude flops. G Money, but you're going wrong. If it doesn't bother you that much, you really shouldn't be bringing it up at this point. Honestly, you don't believe in the Clips. That's fine. But don't sit here and act like the Lakers don't got their issues too. That's what I'm saying. You got to keep it objective. And I'm saying this about the Milwaukee Bucks. When I look at the Milwaukee Bucks, I told you there's even a couple of teams in the Eastern Conference. Look at it this way. If the Miami Heat were a better offensive team, I could see them knocking off the Milwaukee Bucks because they have multiple defenders they could throw at Giannis, and their defense is pretty good. Their issue is they don't have the offensive firepower. But if they did, the Miami Heat, and they solve their offensive problems, they can knock off the Bucks. They can knock them off because, again, the key's going to be Middleton and Bledsoe. So, yeah, people could go on Giannis and say, does he have a jump shot? But the key thing is going to be, will Middleton and Bledsoe freeze up again? And I don't trust the Bucks against a team in the West. A team like the Lakers and the Clippers, they're better than the Bucks. I'm sorry. When I watched the Bucks, I said that their success is going to depend on Middleton and Bledsoe. If either one or both guys choke, there's no way that the Bucks are winning, even if they have a deep team. Because remember, they're as good as that system. Eric Bledsoe benefits off a transition play. They do. He says Bismack Biyombo had LeBron backing up. There you go. You can say what you want. The funny thing is people started with me and then they get the attitude sounding like childish. That's my problem. There's no need. You can have your opinion, but there's no need to be childish about it. It's almost as if you're trying to say that, I'm trying to prove that I'm more right than you are. And it's not like the day. Listen, there's going to be points that I agree with some of you guys, and then there's some points that I'm not going to agree with. It's the same thing that if me and Jay says that he thinks the Clippers are going to win. I'm not going to hate on him for that because it's like, well, I don't trust the Clippers. Okay, you said that you don't trust the Clippers, but you've been consistently saying that. The point is, G-Money, you don't trust the Clippers. That's fine. You have a right to an opinion, but there's no need to act all childish about it. That's true. I agree with Jay on that. There's no need to act childish about it. It's your opinion. You just say, okay, you have your opinion, and I have mine. I said, remember that fake-ass flop when LeBron so-called got hit by Chandler in the 2012 playoffs? Oh, yeah. There was that. There was a time he flopped against Danny Granger in those same 2012 playoffs. I remember that. Shout out to Layla in the building. She says, hey, Lakers aren't unbeatable, but I just think that they're more experienced in talented to lose this year. This is just my opinion. This is what I'm going to say about the Lakers. What you have to question about the Lakers is that they are older. That's number one. Number two, Bron and AD in the fourth quarter. Because we can get on Paul George and Lou Will all we want. But my problem is, who's their go-to fourth quarter scorer? Kyle Kuzma has been inconsistent as the third option. And I'm going to say it again, and Jay makes a great point about this. First of all, do you think that Avery Bradley, do you think that Rajon Rondo and Danny Green, for example, are going to play they played? Danny Green had 28 points in the first game of the season. He hasn't really scored that great since then, and he's been inconsistent with his shooting. Kyle Kuzma, at moments, shows you he could be the best second to third option on a team, and then there's moments where he just disappears and doesn't play well. And you know what hurt Kyle Kuzma's game? The inclusion of Anthony Davis. And I told you, remember what LeBron said, LeBron ain't changing his game for nobody, no matter who comes on the team. And like Jay said, do you think Avery Bradley is going to do the way he played against the Clippers? He's going to do that again in a 7-game series? If he is able to prove me wrong, then G-Money, you're absolutely right. But if he can't do it, then I'm sorry. Just as much as I don't trust Paul George and Lou Will, because Lou Will only plays well on the road and not at home. And Paul George, one thing that he has to do, he has to stay healthy. Rondo, I'm sorry, I said Rondo. He has to stay healthy. That's my problem. And the thing is, LeBron, remember, has a groin injury. G-Money. You also have to remember that Anthony Davis is not a fan of physical play. That's why he doesn't like to play center. You got to count all those factors too. That's why I get sick and tired. There are some people out there that can't even be objective. They're like wishing the Clippers to lose because they can't stand the fact that Kawhi Leonard outchessed LeBron James and decided to go to the Clippers. LeBron James just told you in the media, he ain't sacrificing his game for nobody. You think he was going to sacrifice it for Kawhi Leonard? And people are so mad because, oh, you're not helping LeBron win championships. So now they're using his low management as to get on Kawhi Leonard. Even though I don't agree with it, I understand that Kawhi Leonard's got an injury and he's kind of taking it upon himself to be far. I get it. Paul George has got injuries. He's got to stay healthy. And he also has known to choke in big games. I'm not sitting here and denying that. No, Lou will. But we got to keep it a buck with the Los Angeles Lakers too. They, to me, don't show me that they're a confident team in the regular season. There's some players to me that I can just tell are going to fold in the postseason, even with the experience that they have. It's because I've said before, the same dudes that I just mentioned, are you going to count on them in a 7-game series? When is Avery Bradley going to give you 7 threes? Because he's not doing that for 7 games. If he's able to do that, more power to him, kudos. I agree. In my opinion, they have all the pieces to win a chip, from coaching talent, experience with Kawhi, Doc, and Ty Lue, but I just don't see them beating the Bucks in 7. Well, he's talking about the NBA Finals. Noah will be ready for the Clips. This is why this hurts LeBron. And I also have to talk about something else about LeBron. And shout out to Watch Him Bleed, because he actually told me about this to kind of make his point. What was I saying? Let me see. Shout out to Charles Thompson, man. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Appreciate it. Tomoko says Kobe and Tim and Michael 2-on-1, 10 games, who wins? Yeah, it's a 2-on-1. That's Kobe and Duncan. As great as Michael is, that's 2-on-1. You have the perimeter in Kobe, and you got the inside in Tim Duncan. Continue to smash the like button and make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for the Louis Sports Network. I appreciate y'all, man. Ryan says the media can criticize Kawhi Leonard for low management, but we can't criticize LeBron for doing the exact same thing. Thank you. Thank you. These irrational LeBron fanboys are so mentally butthurt in the head. You know what's my problem with LeBron? He doesn't hold himself accountable. The media doesn't hold LeBron accountable. They make excuses for him. And LeBron fanboys who can't talk for themselves, their irrational love affair for LeBron James, they can't hold themselves accountable, and they can't even say, LeBron, you effed up. They can't even say that. They can't even say that. That's my problem. That's my problem. I don't care who wins in the playoffs. Oh, I never said you didn't care, G-Money. I'm pretty sure that you just want to see good basketball. I'm not saying that, man. Yeah, they do have some players in there, but like I told you, the LeBron James system, if they could find a way to, because remember, the Clippers are just as deep. They may not have the experience. If you don't do, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, there you go. G Money doesn't believe in the Clippers. Fine, he believes more in the Lakers. Everybody else believes in the Clippers. Case closed. I told y'all. The only issue with the Clippers I got is going to be the health of Kawhi Leonard and the health of Paul George. So I got to keep that in mind. I got to see how Montrezl Harrell does on the pick and roll. I'm also like looking to see if Montrezl Harrell does not become a distraction because he is signed with LeClutch Sports. But for the Lakers, they have a lot more question marks than the Clippers do because remember, the Clippers, they're competing for the next couple of years. The Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James does not have a lot of time left. He's 35 years old. That's what I'm trying to say. He's trying to fool Laker fans into thinking that he's a true Laker and then getting Anthony Davis to say the same thing. Let's be really honest. I won't know Anthony Davis is his own man until I see what happens in the offseason. That will let me know if Anthony Davis is his own guy or LeBron's puppet. That's what let me know. Shout out to Buki Allen. Appreciate you. I believe in the Clippers. Lowly One says, LOL, yeah, they got on Kawhi with low management, but let's be real. Can we count on LBJ's growing to be clutch when a hard game or back-to-back comes up and the Lakers start losing? That's what I'm saying. And that's what you got to take into account. LeBron's growing injury is something I am going to be watching. Rondo is not the answer. He would be part of the answer if he was running the show, but LeBron James wants to run the show. This fool says, I'm not a scorer. What? I'm not a scorer, but you're third all-time in scoring, LeBron? Really, LeBron? That you're this pass first? Listen, when the assist benefits you, you get the late shot clock running down assist. That's what you do, LeBron. The rest of the team has to do the work in getting themselves open. You're not running a real system. You're running the LeBron James system. And shout out to everybody. We got 31 people watching. We got 32 people watching. We got 27 likes. Let's continue to get the likes up. Let's continue to smash that like button. And make sure to continue to hit that subscribe as you guys come in. We are talking Draymond Green, Kevin Durant. We are talking about LeBron James and Maverick Carter and how all this connects. Shout out to Layla who says, Winetta. This is fine, Winetta. I don't. Tomoko says, have you heard of a person who goes by the side of Sag? I think I have. I think so. The Lakers bench is not good and don't have the three-point shooting, and the LeBron system won't work against teams that actually play defense. Not just play defense, man. Have a high basketball IQ. Shout out to Charles Thompson. I remember last year, ESPN put out a report that Steph Curry can't guard James Harden, and Steph guarded him in the fourth quarter and locked him up. Charles Thompson, let's go even deeper. You remember when we was on RB's live stream and Steph Curry was playing great defense on not only James Harden, but Chris Paul in the Western Conference Finals? And they were saying that Steph Curry couldn't play defense. And all I said was Steph Curry may not be the best defender, but he tries. LeBron James quit in his prime. I don't respect that. If the Clips are smart, they should be building chemistry with Noah, Kawhi, PG-13. That's the key. They need to establish chemistry. If the Clippers don't get chemistry, I don't think that they'll beat the Lakers. And Charles Thompson says, on 56 plays with Steph defending LeBron, LeBron only has 12 points shooting 33% from the field. Wow, I didn't know that. Really? So in other words, LeBron is getting clamped up by 6'2", 6'3" Steph Curry? Wow. That's crazy. I know my Lakers, man, but those are still my fighting words. Exactly. He gets it. Shout out to Charles Thompson. Make sure y'all smash the like, hit that subscribe, and make sure you guys are sharing the video. We got 26 people. We got 28 likes. Appreciate you guys. Draymond has lost his goddamn mind. Wow, that's some pretty good research. Shout out to Charles Thompson. The Clippers are my pick to win the NBA championship. They're my pick to win the title, too. If the Clippers don't get it done, Kawhi getting all the smoke. Him, Paul George, Doc Rivers, Lou Will, Landry Shamet, Montrezl Harrell, all them dudes. Draymond wants to switch teams with AD. Oh, you think LeBron gonna love that? Draymond has lost his mind. We have all seen LeBron quit. 2009. Nobody talks about that one against the Magic. He quit in Game 6. I recommend everybody to watch 2009 Eastern Conference Finals. Watch the highlights. LeBron stopped playing defense. He tried to get his numbers when he knew he couldn't beat them, and he quit. He quit that series too. Keep grinding, bro. Your channel's going to be huge, bro. You speak facts. I appreciate you, Charles Thompson. I appreciate it, man. Make sure to let others know about the channel, man. But I truly appreciate that. And again, guys, make sure y'all smash the like, hit that subscribe, and make sure you guys continue to, subscribe to the channel and share the content. Remember how James Harden got the F blocked by Ginobili in the playoffs? I remember that too. James Harden, man, another playoff choker. Everybody, I'm out. Stay safe. Make sure to share the video, hit the like button. Appreciate Celtic Legend, man. Appreciate Celtic Legend. Thank you for coming through, my brother. True, Layla, but PG and Lou have choked in the playoffs. Much worse. G Money, whatever. Again, man, come on. Layla, what's good? Shout out to Josh, the GOAT. I'm giving Kawhi and Doc Rivers major smoke if they don't win. There you go, Winetta. See, Winetta keeping it real. She keeping it a buck. We don't duck smoke out here. Kawhi Leonard doesn't get it done because remember, Kawhi Leonard is having some history of his own too. Remember what the LeBron fanboys are mad about. They're mad about that he ain't go join LeBron James. He ain't go join LeBron James. They're mad about that. Smash out. He said hit the like button. Charles Thompson said in the 2016 Western Conference Finals against OKC, when a reporter asked about KD's and Westbrook about Steph Curry's defense, they laughed, and Steph had clutch defense on KD. You know what's sad, Charles Thompson? I remember quite a few times Steph Curry stealing the ball from Kevin Durant in Golden State. And Kevin Durant is going to get smoke from me too because he let Steph Curry at times clamp him up too. So then I have to ask yourself, why did you join Golden State, Kevin Durant? Because you said you didn't know how to play basketball. And like I said, KD is the best player in the world. I'm going to sit here and say it. KD is the best player in the world when fully healthy. But I noticed that Steph Curry in the regular season, the only time you could really say that Steph Curry got outplayed on defense was when he went up against Kyrie Irving in 2016. Kyrie Irving was the better player. And then that in 2017, Curry almost averaged a triple-double. And I got on Kyrie because Kyrie was worried about scoring. I said, you play good defense on Steph Curry in 2016, but in 2017, you get cooked. So when the matchups are more even, shout out to Dylan Savage, man. And I'm wishing you good health as well, Dylan Savage. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Dylan Savage in Brazil. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, so Charles Thompson makes a great point. They were laughing at Curry. The media was doing the damn same thing. Once the LeBron system doesn't work and LeBron realizes he's defeated, he will stat pad and throw his teammates under the bus. And not only that, man, if he has a chance to leave, he'll tell you, oh, yeah, man, I'm in it for the long haul. I'll play my contract. And then his ass will say bye-bye. He'll say bye-bye. Charles is speaking facts up in here. G Money says, remember when PG had 7 points in Game 7 against Miami and 5 points against Utah on Game 6 on 2/16? Louisville is now for 42 at home in the playoffs last year. I remember that. We can't ignore that. G Money pulled up with the facts. Hey, Louis, I'm still down in Brazil. Exactly. Shout out to Dylan Savage, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Keep smashing that like and hit that subscribe. Shout out to Ryan. He says, you think the NBA will go into slam ball because of Harden? Oh, shoot. Yeah. I haven't seen slam ball in a long time, man. I'm glad you mentioned that. Maybe they should change the big three to slam ball and we see if these dudes could really hack it, though. You know what I'm saying? Josh says, yep, Kawhi, PG-13 will get the smoke if they don't get it done. They will. Trust me. I'm gonna say that PG, he loves to hide behind superstars to try not to get the blame, which will tell me that Paul George is really not that guy. And that he'll always be a beta like I've been saying for the longest. Kawhi Leonard gets more credit in 2014 than Steph does on all 3 championships. Steph deserves his credit. I know KD's the best player in the game, but remember, KD got more favorable matchups against teams because of Steph Curry. When you're in an equal opportunity offense, You really can't double Clay or Steph because KD gets open looks, and then you really can't double KD because he was going to make the right pass. If you saw the KD evolved as a passer in Golden State. And the thing is, he was a good passer in OKC, but if you saw how KD was reading the defense, he did a much better job in Golden State. And a lot of it has to do with that equal opportunity offense that they run to Steph Curry. But Steph Curry became the player. So Steph Curry deserves a lot of credit. The reason that Kevin Durant was getting hated by Chris Broussard and them guys is because they can't stand the fact that he ruined LeBron's chances of winning multiple rings so that he could say that he's better than Michael Jordan, because LeBron James faced better competition than Jordan ever did in his career. They'll try to diminish Jordan's greatness, and then they'll say that LeBron James, he beat a team, he beat 3 All-Stars, and then he beat 4 All-Stars. Draymond's not a Hall of Famer, and he's not an All-Star. He's not an All-Star in the 90s. Hell, he's not even All-Star in the early 2000s. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. And G-Money's right about this, too. You blew a 26-point lead at home with Kyrie and Kevin Love on the bench, and they weren't even playing well. So Paul George made LeBron James look better than what he was in that series. Harden sucks in the playoffs, but he's a better performer than PG in the playoffs. Yep. If Rudy Gobert is traded to the Mavs, remember I said it first. Okay. Tomoko. Layla means you made it, though. At Facts J, Puerto Rican time. Oh, boy. Here we go. LeBron quit in 2009, 2010, 2011, and Game 4 of 2018. You could even say he low-key quit in 2017, too. You know why? Because he told the media he was averaging a triple-double. So what else do you want him to do? I said, when they asked him when they defeated the Boston Celtics, what do you think about facing the Golden State Warriors? Kyrie was ready to play them. LeBron says, I don't want to think about that juggernaut in Golden State. Let's just soak it in and take care of this. In other words, he already knew they were going to lose. And Kevin Durant said that their teams were mano a mano, and he's absolutely right. Because if you look at the matchups, Draymond Green goes against Kevin Love, Klay Thompson goes against J.R. Smith, Steph Curry goes up against Kyrie Irving, and LeBron James goes up against Kevin Durant. Yeah, but I will say this about PG. He did miss 2 free throws, but Russell Westbrook was a lot worse than Paul George was, because Russell Westbrook was making some really bad decisions with that basketball. I'm not disagreeing with you that Paul George did miss those 2 free throws, but they never should have put themselves in that position in the first place with how erratic and how crazy Russell Westbrook was playing. Russell Westbrook, I told you before, he has the talent, but he's not efficient because he doesn't take smart shots and he doesn't make good decisions with the basketball. Doc Rivers also needs to get that smoke because of the teams he's had throughout his team. Exactly. How about the Clippers? His Clipper team's underachieved. He's only won 1 championship, and that was with the Boston Celtics. What I will say is the Celtics should have had 2 to 3 championships, but that injury to KG changed everything. The injury to Kevin Garnett possibly changed everything for Boston. That's why those talking crazy heads with the amount of coke they be sniffing, they think that they're a 1 championship dynasty. Like, cut it out, guys. Cut it out. LeBron quit in 2014 too. He stat padded in the 4th quarter in 3 of those 5 games. That's why his numbers look better than what they really were. But LeBron wasn't playing great in that series. He had 2 good games. I'm not a believer in the Bucks. Bookie Allen, you're speaking facts. I don't trust him neither. Beer in one hand, drink in the other. So, hell, Pacers could have won 1 game, but C.J. Miles took the last shot and LeBron the game time won in game 3 and 4. And like I said, LeBron James had a broken spirit on his damn Cavs. If AD goes to Brooklyn, well, we'll have to wait and see on that one. The Golden State-Cleveland matchup is even Steven. Media loves trying to time travel to revise history of post-false narratives. And the excuses. The excuses. The Golden State Warriors are a great team with Kevin Durant on it, but they're overrated. Even though if the Lakers win, the Clips choked. Charles Thompson says, I believe when it's all said and done, Steph will be better than KD. It's like Kobe and Shaq. Yes, Shaq won 3 finals MVPs in their run, but everyone knows Kobe's better than Shaq. Wow. You might get Kobe and Shaq fans in a battle for that one, Charles Thompson. Those are fighting words right there. Those are fighting words. They'll say Kobe not even top 10. Kobe got carried by Shaq. They'll say Shaq got carried by Kobe. That's going to be a fight. I don't want to see AD in Brooklyn. Bledsoe's so overrated because, yeah, he is. He is. Because what happens is I'm going to get mad at LeBron James. I'm going to get mad at LeBron James. I know KG was hurt, but there's no excuse for losing in 2010 and had a shot to win in 2012. You know what? Thank you, Ryan, for bringing this up. You know what I also get mad too? LeBron James could be dunking on the rim and grabbing on the rim, never get to technical. LeBron James came on the floor earlier this season in the when he went in the Laker uniform in his damn socks. He had no shoes on. I don't know why the NBA didn't even decide to give LeBron a fine. He never gets a technical when he hangs on the rim. Listen, at the end of the day, if the refs don't help Bron, the Lakers are done. They're donezo. Why don't you want to see AD in Brooklyn? Pretty simple, because then there will be no parity. I know that the NBA thrives on dynasties, but it was wine. Yeah, actually, no, it was wine. It was wine. I know that the NBA thrives on dynasties, but I'm sorry. I don't want to see Anthony Davis in Brooklyn, because then the credit that KD and Kawhi are going to get for creating parity around the league, then they're going to go back and then they're going to start hating on Anthony Davis. And you're going to see that the topic is going to be how LeBron can't win because all these dudes are just nothing but jealous and they're pathetic and all that. And I'm tired of sicking of hearing those narratives. I'm really tired of it. They acting like if the NBA revolves all around LeBron, when they need to understand that the league was doing fine when Kobe retired. The league, they didn't do as great when MJ retired, but David Stern had brought MJ back because they wanted MJ to build up the young stars that were in the game when he played for the Wizards. Steph won a championship before KD got there and beat KD in the Western Conference Finals. The last time they played against each other, yes, KD can score at will, but Steph can do the same with better winning percentage. He could, but also got to remember that Steph is a rhythm player too. Because the thing is, if you play physical with Steph Curry, he's actually a little bit less effective. What I will say about Steph is that he's very effective at moving without the ball. You can use Steph as a decoy, and he does draw so much attention, which is superstar quality, to be honest with you, because they're not going to treat betas like that. They don't treat betas like that. Klay Thompson does not get the attention that Steph Curry does. He doesn't. And Steph had to work hard to get to that position. Steph made himself into the player he is. If AD goes to Brooklyn, do you think that team will three-peat? I can't say three-peat until they win a championship. When they win a championship, then we can start judging, can they repeat and then can they three-peat? We can't just go off of those hypotheticals like that. We got to wait till what even happens this season. LeBron was only able to beat Doc Rivers and Tom Thibodeau when they split up in 2011. That's an interesting point because they were both together on the teams that LeBron lost to. Chicago is AD's favorite spot. Well, there's rumors saying that Derrick Rose possibly might make a return to Chicago and that Anthony Davis might join him. And if he was to do that, you get Anthony Davis, Derrick Rose, and you get Zach LaVine. That's a nice little trio right there. LeBron James is the greatest stat pattern in NBA history. You can make the case. You can make the case. And like I said before, it's just truly, it's pathetic. It's really pathetic, man, that we've got these dudes out here. Yo, they need to leave Elton Brand alone. That dude has ruined the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't want to see that dude. I don't want to see that dude for our team. And look, let me read you the new details on the blow-up between Kevin Durant and Draymond Green. Look at this. Okay, now Draymond Green reveals his side of the story. Oh, please, you were just doing that with freaking Maverick Carter. Let me see this, man. So let's see what Draymond says. Let me read this, guys. And I quote, "No, Tom Thibodeau is not on the Clippers, but LeBron's former coach Ty Lue is. Thibodeau's trying to get a job. He's right now doesn't have a job. And then what Ryan was saying was that when Thibodeau and Doc Rivers were together, that they were beating LeBron. And then in 2011, Doc Rivers was still the coach of the Celtics, and Tom Thibodeau became the head coach of the Chicago Bulls. That's what they're basically saying. That's what Sly said. My mistake. So now look what it says. Smash that like, hit that subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. The three-time NBA champion, he pulled back the curtain on what happened between him and KD during their verbal altercation during the Warriors' loss to the Clippers on November of 2018. This is what he said on Showtime's All the Smoke with Barnes and Steven Jackson. And remember what Ryan said, ladies and gentlemen, and he said it, that they're going to take clips from the All the Smoke podcast. Ryan said it first, and he said it here. Yep, good point, Jay. AD from Chi-Town, so it'll be a good fit. Louis, I just have one essential question. All right, Layla. She says, when will LeBron be judged for 6 losses? I know we judge him here. The media keeps acting like if 3 and 6 is 50%. When in actuality, it's 3 out of 9. So instead of saying 3 and 6, I know we say 3 and 6 for the 3-6 Mafia. It's actually 3 for 9. Because LeBron James went to the finals 9 times. LeBron went to 8 straight finals that he always gets credit for, but he had to form 2 super teams because he knew that streak was going to end in Miami. And LeBron had told Pat Riley to draft Shabazz Napier. I don't know if y'all remember that in the 2014 season when LeBron was going to leave for Cleveland. He told him to draft Shabazz Napier. Pat Riley was trying to build the team around so that he could keep LeBron, and LeBron bolted. And LeBron is trying to own the Cleveland Cavaliers so that his friends could have stakehold in the organization. And I'm amazed that Rich Paul has called out LeBron for tampering, and LeBron has been tampering for years. His entourage has been in the middle of everything, but yet they want to tell the public and the people that they empower entrepreneurship and about this. Listen, LeBron James is the Donald Trump of the NBA. He says a lot of dumb shit and then wants to come off that he's this intelligent, God Almighty being. That's what I can't stand about LeBron James. And I'm going to keep reading this. I got a problem with the league blackballing Mike Beasley, man. He's still a 20-plus buck. Yeah, Mike Beasley is getting blackballed. KD won't get credit if Nets win the chip because of Kyrie, hometown hero. That's a good point. Layla says, I'm dead serious. How come his losses never affect his GOAT status? Well, they do on my list. That's why he's not the greatest of all time. Like I said, they're celebrating because LeBron fanboys think they can use context when it comes to LeBron's 6 finals losses, but you can't when you really evaluate his career. Okay, got it. Thanks. No doubt. Keep smashing that like, hit that sub, and that cash app. Chris Paul should find a way to get to the Bucks. That's all they need is a closer or someone who could get a bucket when things break down. CP will get his ring and stays healthy. The Bucks need Chris Paul. Even if at age 34, do y'all see what he's doing with the OKC Thunder? He would help Giannis and that team tremendously so much. He would help us so much. And let's be honest, people, Chris Paul is more dependable than Eric Bledsoe will ever be in his life. Yeah, Michael Beasley, he's a Mufasa piehead. I'm sorry. That dude has the talent, but he has no brain. His mind is just elsewhere. 50% is still an F though. You need a D to pass. A D is a 60. No, here's the thing, Layla. The thing is, they're trying to use baseball terms. They're saying if you 3-6, you hit 500. Oh, that's a great batting average. They're trying to use baseball analytics to try to suppress his finals average. So we need to come out here and say LeBron is 3 for 9, 33%. In 9 attempts, you won 3 finals. And I love how they compare him to Tom Brady, but Tom Brady is 6-3. And if you flip the record over, it gives you LeBron's NBA Finals record at 3-6. Michael Jordan is Tom Brady, and LeBron James is Peyton Manning. And even Peyton Manning is at least 2-2 in his 4 Super Bowls. LeBron is 3-6. Elton Brand is full of crap, man. I agree. CP3 is clutch and can hit the mid-range. Will definitely benefit with that possibility. They will. And if you really want to go on LeBron, 3-1 against the Warriors in the finals. Oh, how about this? LeBron had a 3-1 lead in championships. He blew a 3-1 lead with that. He was up 3-1 on Steph Curry, and Steph Curry tied his ass 3-3 all for the NBA Finals. How come nobody talks about that? And it's funny, his good buddy, the entourage, Draymond Green, he's got 3 championships. Klay Thompson got 3 championships. JaVale McGee won 2 on your watch, LeBron. Rajon Rondo won an NBA championship on your watch and went to the finals. It just amazes me that a lot of people have eaten in LeBron's era. Do you know how many role players have won the MVP on LeBron's watch? When we talk about the superstar, it's Kevin Durant, it's Dirk Nowitzki. But then if you look at the role players, it's Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, Andre Iguodala. Huh? Really? Andre Iguodala, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Dirk Nowitzki, Tony Parker. But, the LeBron fanboys would have to make you think that they're unbelievable, crazy all-time team. Smash the like and hit that subscribe. Make sure you're sharing the content. Jared Dudley has held a spot in the NBA for the last whatever years, but Mike Beasley can get a spot on no squad. Convince me why 1 million words or less. That's a good question, Washful News. Thanks, Josh. What to do, bro? Doug Banks says, I was just thinking this. Every time that Curry and LeBron has played against each other in the playoffs, Curry has outshined LeBron in the biggest moments of those series, even in 2016. Well, I wouldn't say 2016, but you can make the case of 2015. You could definitely make the case in 2017, even though Durant was the best player, because Curry had a triple-double, and he got that on Kyrie's watch. What happened to the defense, man? LeBron owes Kyrie big time for 2016, of course, but he's going to get all the credit. He's going to get all the credit. Kyrie could have won co-MVP in 2016. He should have, but they weren't going to give it to him. George Hill has way more IQ than Eric Bledsoe. That's a fact. Shout out to Raduni for that. MJ is Brady. Yes, he is. 3 of those losses are sweeps or gentleman sweeps. I can't co-sign my go to that record, and whoever does so is sorry and weak. Let me break it down for y'all on LeBron's 6 losses. How many times did LeBron lose in 6? Twice. How many times did LeBron James get gentleman swept? Twice. How many times did LeBron James get swept? Twice. See what I did there? Draymond Green. You're a hypocrite, bro. You're a hypocrite. You're looking at Kevin Durant and these dudes, and you're talking about all this nonsense, man. But you ain't shit, bro. You ain't shit. That's sad. And you know what, man? I just got to tell you, man. Jared Dudley, is crazy how that dude is still in the NBA, to be honest with you. It's crazy. All right, let me continue talking about Draymond. So it says, beginning of the year, I told Bob Myers and Coach Steve Kerr, I'm struggling with Kevin right now. I need some help. It's frustrating and I need some help. Nobody did shit. So I'm kind of stuck in that position, but all right. So we're playing the Clippers, and you know how I am. I'm going to roll with you. I'm going to roll with you. I'll take the bullet for you. I'll take the heat in the media for you. I'll take the suspension for you. Draymond, stop BSing, man. I'll take the fine. I'll take the tech, whatever for my guys. But in return, all I need from you is just to know that you're with me. He comes to the bench and he slaps the bench like, yo, pass me the effing ball. I'm like, get the F out of here. Effing run then. And he's like, you heard what the F I said, and slaps the chair. Pass me the effing ball. I'm like, yo, you better calm the F down. I don't know who the F you think you are talking to. Draymond Green. Really, bro? Are you the best player on the team? Can we answer that question? Really? This is crazy. This is crazy. This dude said to Kevin Durant, he better calm down. How is Kevin Durant supposed to calm down when you decide that you want to be the man and not give him the damn ball? That's your fault. Have noticed when LeBron gets pissed when blows layups after layups because he wants the refs to call a foul because it takes away the field goal attempt and maintains his field goal percentage. He doesn't shoot 50%. He shoots from the rim. He ain't all that special. Facts. At Duck, the deer on the State Farm commercial omens CP3 to Milwaukee. They got to get him there, man. They got to get him there. All right, Curry outplayed Bron. I'm talking about 4 quarters in 2016. Oh, I see. 20. Okay, got you. If you can't beat them versus the Lakers in 2010, join them in 2019, right? It took him 10 years to do that. Josh says, exactly. Great observation. It's so true. Bron is obsessed with his stats. And Bron knows it. He knows. Dr. J never got swept, never missed the playoffs. Bron would have lost 6 in 2013 if the Spurs executed. Lost in 6. LeBron would be 2-7 in the finals. His percentage would look even worse because 2 for 7 is 22%. I'm so tired of Draymond. I'm tired of Draymond too. Shout out to King Got Game. He said LeBron. Oh, he's talking about Layla. All right. Baseball terms make it look worse for LeBron. Pick a side. Thank you. That's the problem with the media. They keep trying to turn this into different sports to try to make LeBron look good. But it's like, LeBron James, you decided, you were the one that told Richard Jefferson on Allie Clifton's podcast with Channing Frye that ESPN has got the documentary. Push it forward, right? Right? Draymond in the last moment in the Clippers game, the logical thing to do would have been to give KD the freaking basketball. Like, you had another option. Miss me with that. Thank you. Jared Dudley ain't nothing special, man. Please. He got into it with Ben Simmons. LeBron blew a 2-1 lead in the NBA Finals twice. Michael never did that. Yup, LeBron had 2-1 leads. LeBron is sick and badly because of the documentary, so he tells his homeboy to get Draymond on the podcast so the media will get off LeBron. Not only will get off LeBron, but distract you by trying to bring up the Steph Curry and Kevin Durant stuff. LeBron is a sinking ship, man. Do you think Kyrie saved Bron's legacy in Game 7 with the game-winning 3-ball in 2016? I think he deserves credit, but he's never going to get it. The media has been disrespecting Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Keem. Now everybody calls me LeBron is GOAT. I deserve it. They talking about LeBron, a manufactured legacy when Jordan actually played real deal players, even in college, from the Sampson bias, Ewing, David Robinson, Len bias. Great player, man. Too bad he unfortunately passed away. It's ridiculous. That's your money. Bro, you sound like a LeBron hater. You got to give him his props. You keep pointing out negative things. You need to be quiet and miss me with that because I told you that LeBron is a top 10 player of all time on my list. But the problem is that I hear excuses from his fans and they never hold him accountable and they don't tell the truth. So miss me with that. The problem with LeBron is LeBron wants to come out and all he wants to say is he wants to say good things, but never wants to talk about the bad things. He doesn't say when it's his fault, it's his fault. Why do all the other players have to take the brunt for LeBron's shortcomings? That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. If I was a hater, I wouldn't have LeBron in my top 10. So you can't come with me with that. If you came to tell me that, then you're on the wrong channel, bro. And that's the thing. If you hold LeBron James accountable, I respect you. I respect you for that. But if you're not going to do that, don't come at me with this LeBron hating stuff. LeBron brings it on himself. You can't come and say and tell ESPN that they got the documentary for Michael Jordan, that it's time for you guys to release it. Then LeBron gets upset because he's not being the center of attention and not being talked about. And now he's in charge of Draymond Green and Maverick Carter taking shots at Steph Curry to take the attention off of Michael Jordan. Like, what is that? LeBron James, if you didn't want it to be talked about, why did you decide to open your mouth? And then LeBron went look at that. The documentary came out, and then LeBron told people he wasn't going to watch it. LeBron didn't come out on social media, and he didn't even say anything. And LeBron loves attention. LeBron loves it, and it's the truth. That's the problem. Miss me with that hate stuff, man. I've always said that LeBron is a great player. The problem is when I talk the truth about your boy, that's the stuff y'all don't want to hear. That's the problem. With that, LeBron hates. I will watch a Shannon Sharpe interview before wasting my time listening to Draymond. At the very least, I would do that. Sorry, he wasn't probably better. Dean Smith didn't unleash MJ. Lenz was nice, real nice, but he was no MJ. Oh, no. I said Len Bias was a great player, but I never said he was Michael Jordan. No way. He just held him back. I wish LeBron played football for the Browns or took that Pete Carroll offer in 2010. He would have been in a league of his own. Oh, they would have talked about him like crazy in football. And then they would have said, oh, LeBron could have been a great basketball player. LeBron is a great basketball player, but he needs to understand that that's what he's good at best. He's not a politician. He's not a guy who – LeBron just needs to play basketball and just stop opening his mouth, because every time he opens his mouth, then he wants to take everything back. If LeBron is going to say stuff, at least own up to it, LeBron. But then he wants to talk back. It's like, oh, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean to say that. Like, miss me with that, bro. Draymond Green. It's pathetic. Let me keep on reading, guys. That's right. Kevin Love played great defense on Steph Curry in that Game 7, especially on that last possession. MJ wasn't MJ in college, though. Who got doubled and who had a wide open shot? MJ wouldn't have been that open, though. Remember, when they played the defense that Georgetown played, they doubled James Worthy and Fred Brown. Shout out to Flash D. Wade. I know how y'all get down. What up, Bosh? Y'all deserve more credit for your sacrifices. Love, Kyrie, and Junior Smith. Peace. My thing is, LeBron said it in the press conference when he went to the Lakers. So the person who was calling me a hater, why don't you go watch that press conference? But some of y'all are going to say, oh, we don't need to watch that because that already happened. But it will tell you on how true he is. He clearly said, it doesn't matter what team I'm on, I'm not sacrificing for anybody. But all of the players have sacrificed for LeBron James. Why doesn't that get called out? Don't come with that hate stuff, man. Don't come with that hate stuff. And I told you, LeBron James is an unbelievable talent. He has physical gifts. LeBron has exceeded expectations. The man is a 4-time MVP. The man is a 3-time NBA champion. The man is a 3-time Finals MVP. The man is top 10 all-time in points and assists. But the way you guys overrate LeBron and don't hold him accountable for his shortcomings, look at the accomplishments that I just gave you. The man's made 15 All-NBAs. He's soon going to make 16. LeBron James is a 16-time All-Star. Look at the accomplishments that I'm telling y'all. LeBron is a beast in the playoffs. LeBron performs great in Game 7s. So if I mention all of that, how the hell am I a hater? The problem is y'all too into y'all feelings, man. And when the truth sets you, and that's the problem, the truth don't want to set you free. I am, Keem. Right. I'm going to keep reading that Draymond Green on what he said about Kevin Durant. LeBron would succeed in everything athletic. And that's the thing. When you tell them the truth, all of a sudden they want to leave because they don't want to hear. The problem with LeBron fanboys is they want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear everything. They move the goalposts. They change the question. They don't want to hear the truth. And look how I mentioned that. But see, I bet that dude who says I'm a hater didn't even stay and hear the part when I was giving LeBron his props. 48 points. 25 straight against the Pistons, scored 29 of the last 30, 16 points in the fourth quarter against the Spurs in the 2013 NBA Finals. He balled out against Oklahoma City. Notice how I give him his props. See, but y'all don't want to hear that part. All y'all want to hear is, oh, I'm a hater. That's it. Johnson Daly says, I wish the Sonics would come back because he was really originally drafted in that franchise. That's true. The media disrespected Anthony Davis too. He's just a good player. Oh yeah, they make it seem like AD's just a good player when he's a dominant player. So if AD wasn't that good, then why you guys had him join LeBron for? That's what I don't understand. Yeah, Josh, if you watch Len Bias, I'm telling you, that dude, that's the problem with LeBron, man. It's like you guys don't hold him accountable. It makes me not like LeBron that much more. He doesn't hold himself accountable. He has a lot of his friends in the media that talk great about him, but they disrespect all these players. You know what's so crazy? How is it that Richard Jefferson disrespects Steph Curry, but when I saw him in 2013, he was on Steph's team? He mad because the MJ documentary didn't get negative publicity as he thought. Because remember, MJ said if you watch it, you would it would have you think that I'm not a good guy. I remember that, right? I know that AD disrespect is getting nasty. He leads in mostly categories but one, and LeBron is MVP. AD is in running for Defensive Player of the Year too. LeBron is not, and LeBron wants to get the MVP. I think this is the media's excuse of LeBron getting his constellation prize just in case if LeBron does not win the championship. The media are setting their excuses from day one before the season starts. And LeBron has been trying to do that. AD and Rich and Rob Pelinka already set expectations. LeBron's trying to lower it because he's trying to, again, the Laker fans are about winning, bro. They're about winning. They don't want to hear that miss me bullshit, what you did in Cleveland, what you did in Miami. They don't care about that. They don't even care about this long process that you're trying to plan that. It's a long process. You got to get better every day. No. Are you going to help them win a championship? I don't want to hear excuses. They're expecting not just a title, they're expecting multiple titles. They want LeBron to expect to do that. What? Kobe, Shaq, Gail Goodrich, Will Chamberlain, Jerry West, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, what those guys did. That's what they're expecting. There ain't nothing wrong. Oh, just because I said I sound like a hater, but you got to listen to what I'm saying though. The problem is with every single player, whether it's Kobe, Michael, you got to say the good with the bad. The problem is with LeBron fans is that it makes it seem like if I sound like one. Listen, I respect your opinion as long as you're keeping it objective. Look, man, King got game right here. You got a big LeBron fan right here on King got game. Big LeBron fan. I just wish that the fanboys in the media will stop spreading all this false insecurity. And guys, I know you guys block Khalil, but yo, let's keep the guy on here, man. So I'm gonna give you your respect and let you hang out. Let you hang out. Depends on what you want to do, but that's the problem. Let me ask you a question. Cooling with Khalil Cash. Do you think that LeBron is the greatest player of all time? Be honest. I'm not. I wouldn't be mad at you if you say that LeBron is the GOAT. I really don't care. It's not a problem with me because at the end of the day, you're a fan. That's it. Oh, got to give you props for staying around and replying. Well, here's the thing. I don't even know if he is yet. So I know that he said that it sounds like I hate LeBron, but let's just wait though. So I gotta wait on this one. I'm an Iverson and Melo type of player. Russell Westbrook is my favorite player right now. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. I was a big fan of Allen Iverson, to be honest with you, man. To be honest with you. And listen, man, look, listen. He says, nah, Jordan is, man, but he has a little argument. Give me a second. I'll be right I'm sorry. My apologies, guys. Just had to take care of something really quick. Let me see. And like I said, man, shout out to Coolin with Khalil Cash, man. I appreciate you just even for sticking around, to be honest with you, man. I appreciate you. And listen, man, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a Kobe stan. I'm being really honest. I was a Kobe Bryant fanboy. I was a Kobe Bryant fanboy. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna admit that I was a Kobe Bryant fanboy. Kobe was my favorite player other than Jordan growing up because he reminded me of him. And I used to defend Kobe to the T. I still defend Kobe to the T. The only difference is I'm a little more objective about him now than I probably was growing up, to be honest. So, but I appreciate you for coming through, Khalil. So, like I said, man, I love Allen Iverson. I was a big Melo. I was a big Melo fan too. To be honest with you, I really felt Mr. D Holloway is bronze punching a chalkboard right now. Good one. But that's what's up, man. Iverson, the Melo type of player. I mean, I appreciate you even being a fan of Russell Westbrook, man. And he says, "No, Jordan is," but he has a little argument. Oh no, I'm gonna say this, Khalil. I said that the one guy that can argue with Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time, I think of players like Bill Russell and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Those guys make great cases for, Bron being the great, for going against the greatest of all time when it comes to sitting at that table. So I've always said that. That's, I'm keeping it 100 on that one. So I will say that. So, I got to say that, man. Let's see. Watchful News says Bron is a monster, but narratives on him are just proven. That's what it is, man. My issue with LeBron is just the narratives. Like, you got to really see how this dude operates. Money, you are the same as LeBron fans. Saying whatever to others' opinions is the same energy to what LeBron fans do in that category. It's true. It's true. I got to say that about G Money because it's true. G Money's always saying like whatever to be. And it's like, if you really want to respect somebody's opinion, you wouldn't say whatever. They always say that when you say that, it really means that you really you can't stand the opinion of that person. All right. He only has an argument because of his longevity. I mean, the thing with that with LeBron is that I'm gonna say this about LeBron. Some people will not have him in the top 10. I have LeBron in the top 10 because of what he's brought to the table. So I'm saying that right now. I'm being really honest. It's just when it comes to winning, that's where he falls short. That's where he falls short because if you look at it, Bron and Wilt Chamberlain are the only two players in my top 10 that have a losing record. They have a losing record in the finals. Wilt Chamberlain's 2-4, and LeBron is 3-6. And I would say that if you're going to celebrate his 8 straight finals, I would have to say that you would have to put Jerry West, who's 1-8 in the finals. You would have to also have to treat him as a top 5 player. And nobody considers Jerry West as a top 10 player, top 5 player, and definitely he's not the greatest, but he is the logo. Oh wow, Lenny Cook. I remember about him. His name was Steve Franchise. His career took a turn due to the migraine headaches he started experiencing. Lenny Cook wasn't politically correct. Longevity is the only argument he has, but longevity is not ability. King God Game says Lenny signed to that grimy agent that after Monk 2. You can't say learn to be objective when you haven't practiced what you preach this entire life. Watchful News, man. Steve Francis and Kevin Johnson. It's actually comparable. I like the number 8 Kobe. All right, man. It shows you that you're a true fan of the game. I mean, that's what's up. I see that you appreciate like the players that guys like Bron and guys like I said, I was a huge fan of Bron when he was in Cleveland. I really said that. I really felt that I said a guy like that with the talent that he possesses, I really hope that he becomes a Hall of Famer and wins multiple championships. That ended up happening. The thing was at first, I was a little bit upset at him. I'm going to be honest. I was upset at him when he left Cleveland the way he did and the way that he just kind of set up the special and all that. Because the thing is, if Khalil, if you read a lot of articles, it's really going to tell you what's really been going on behind the scenes. It's just people don't want to look into that. So that when they come with LeBron, it's always like, this, and this, and with him. So that's what it is, man. Yep. Let's see. Well, that's the thing, man. Bill and Will didn't really play with athletes like nowadays. Well, that's the argument that a lot of people would say, and then there's people that would disagree with that. I would say this, the only reason that I'm putting him in high regard is because I'm giving them their respect in terms of what they were in that time. It's funny because Will even said that Michael Jordan would not be the player that he was in their era. So he said that. I mean, just Walt Clyde Frazier, he said that Michael Jordan isn't the greatest of all time. In his opinion, it's Will Chamberlain. So saying whatever isn't being objective, G Money. You can't force me to respect every opinion, Jay and Lewis. You're not listening, G Money. This is my problem. That's not what Jay's trying to tell you. He's not telling you to force you to respect people's opinions. It's what you say to people when it comes to their opinions. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why you have to understand what we're trying to tell you. It's not the fact that you cannot have an opinion. Everyone in this panel, yourself, me, we're all entitled to it. But just saying but the way you're saying it, it's like whatever, as if you don't respect it. So you can't just say that, oh, I respect that opinion, but it's like, oh yeah, whatever. It's like, nah, man. I like that pick, Coolin. I got Kobe and LeBron in my top 5 or 10. Lewis doesn't. People couldn't even dunk back then because they wanted to limit athletic people. I mean, listen, man, you have a point, and people would even say that, man. That's the problem, G Money, is you got to respect. You don't have to respect opinion. You have to respect the people who have those opinions. That's what we're trying to tell you, man. That's what we're trying to say. I got to give a big shout out to Coolin for even sticking through. So, Coolin, I appreciate you, man. You should definitely come through with more of these live streams, for real. The eras can't compare, bro. Nate Robinson would have been a Hall of Famer playing in Jerry West days. I will say that the eras definitely play a factor. When you look at great players, I always think that great players can play in any era. I just think that the media has made the mistake. And all right, let me see. I get what you're saying, but there are some people who are delusional and have some dumb opinions. I only respect people who have some smart and objective perspectives. But G Money, you have to also understand that you can't let that get to you, man. I've seen it sometimes that stuff can kind of get to you. I understand what you're trying to say, bro. I get it. I only like LeBron for the Heat. That was his best career. Look, Coolin, I'm gonna say this. Khalil, I'm gonna say this, bro. The best LeBron James that I've seen in my entire career was Miami. That Miami LeBron was a beast. That Miami Brown was a beast. He had some historic seasons down there. Won 2 MVPs. He won 2 NBA championships, 2 NBA Finals MVPs. I would never take that away from LeBron. LeBron was a beast at that time. LeBron was a beast. I would never take that away from him. I even said when he won the 2012 championship that I said that once I saw that LeBron James, that calm, cool, collected LeBron James, I said I would say that Will equals LeBron. Appreciate you, Cool and Cash, for subbing to the channel, man. I appreciate it. And I got to say this about LeBron, too. I hate the fact that a lot of the people in the media have disrespected his teammates. Don't get me wrong, LeBron is that guy, man, but all those guys helped LeBron win. And that's why I went back and said that, that LeBron has never sacrificed for anybody, because he said in the media, he said, he said, it doesn't matter what team that I play for, I've never had to sacrifice for everybody, and I'm never going to do that. He says that his game doesn't change. So that's the thing with LeBron. If you really listen to what he says, some people take it a certain way, but it's the subliminals that LeBron throws at people. The problem is the media is not going to catch it because they be on his tail. So Ryan says, "Hey Louis, what was that thing you wanted to look up with the magazine thing?" I kind of mentioned a little bit yesterday, and talking about what LeBron was saying in terms of the magazine thing. I was talking about was when he first came into the league, and LeBron had the crown on that Slam magazine, and he was sitting on the throne, and he already had tattooed "Chosen One," and he had two lions on the side. That's what I was talking about, the magazine. Those excuses are made from every new generation, though. I'm going to stop speaking badly about past generations. It's just not true. Yeah, they say that, but that's my problem with the different eras. Fans don't respect the eras. I understand it's opinionated and they'll say something about it, but it's like they don't respect the players that came before. There's a reason why they call it NBA history. Skill always wins over athletic ability for one reason. Skill stays in, athletic ability leaves when fatigue is a factor. Well, also fatigue when you get older. You need to go-to move of fundamentals to fall back on. LeBron has no option to turn to. I think it would be Will too, but the era he played in was not as good in my opinion. Yeah, that's fine, man. That's a problem. I understand what you're saying, man. Say what you want, but I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I won't curse or anything, but I'm going to say what I want to say for the most part. Once again, you need to be careful on that. That's what I'm going to tell you. Whatever works with nobody, you'll get it, maybe. Rick Barry was underrated. He was. He was. Yes, sir. No doubt, man. I can say whatever as much as I want. Sorry, bro. G Money, you're sounding a little bit like a child, my friend. I don't say whatever all the time, though. Let me see. Watch what News says. Jordan, Magic, Kareem, Russell, Kobe, Duncan, Shaq, Will, Braun, Bird, Hakeem, KD. That's not a bad list, to be honest with you. It's not a bad list. Born on the street, LeBron was on that juice in Miami 2012 2014. All right, Gideon, said whatever, all stream to almost every opinion. Keep believing that, though. At this point, Jay, just leave it alone, man. That's a good list. He's right. Steph can't play defense. Harden be crossing his ass. No, it's true, but Steph also was able to play good defense on him, too. So Clay Pro, it goes both ways, my friend. If you saw that 2018 Western Conference Finals, I'm not saying Steph played great defense like all the time, but there were certain possessions that he did. Braun on more juice than Bane from Batman. Ha, ha, ha. That was nice. Harden plays less D than Steph Curry. Let's see. Shout out to Coolin, man. He says, all right, man, look out for Amoni Bates as a future NBA player. He's only a sophomore in high school. I'm not hyping it. Y'all going to see? I no doubt. I got to check him out. Shout out to Samuel Vela. He says, episode 4 on Sunday is supposed to be about the bad boy Pistons. You think that'll change people's mind about the era defense argument? Well, shout out to Samuel Vela, first of all. Welcome to the stream. That's a good question. And to be honest with you, that's actually one of the biggest things I'm looking forward to in the stream on Sunday, because I said to myself, I'm wondering if it's this is really going to tell me, folks, if, and shout out to Samuel for that. Make sure to smash the like and hit that subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate Samuel for coming through for that one. And it's a good question, Samuel, because I honestly think that when you look at that bad boy Pistons era, people are going to do one or two things. Remember the Jordan rules that Sam Smith wrote, and he worked for the Chicago Tribune. He worked there for 22 years. Actually, no, my fault. I think, no, he worked there for 29 years. He worked in the Chicago Tribune. The Jordan rules were made. And that was everybody conversion on Michael, because Michael really didn't know how to incorporate his teammates at that time. So Michael Jordan's IQ kind of got lost because he kind of became the system. So because they didn't really surround Jordan with great pieces at the time, Jordan kind of lost his way when it came to the team game and kind of became the guy, you know? But I got to say this, man. But it's a great question, Samuel. That's something that I'm looking forward to. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going live on Sunday for parts 3 and 4. So Samuel, I got to tell you this. I say what you would be looking for is to make sure to listen to I would say listen to Dennis Rodman. I think he's going to be the key in whatever it is in Isaiah Thomas. And I got to hear what Jordan and Pippen have got to say too, and Phil Jackson. So yeah, that was a great question. Again, shout out to Samuel. Layla says skills are like looks. The bones stay the same, but the looks go away as you get old. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Let's see. Watchful News says, thanks, Josh. Bates? Yeah, he says Amoni Bates. So let's keep an eye on him. Shout out to Clay Pro. Samuel, hey, man. Yeah, more on Dennis as a whole. Should be a nice watch. Ryan says KD was a great player on OKC, but when he went to Golden State, he wanted to expand his game more and be more of a scorer in a system. He thought he was spaceful. That's a good point. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the article real quick. Layla says that defense was killer. I hope they showed the difference between how soft it is today. Josh says Watchful News 1 MJ 2 Bill Russell 3 Kareem 4 Bird 5 Magic 6 Kareem 7 Duncan 8 Kobe. I sometimes have Kobe 6 or 7. That if someone has him 2, I ain't mad at all. 9 Shaq 10 Wilt. Okay, it's a nice list. Magic over Kareem. Remember, Layla, it's his list. No problem, bro. All right, no doubt. All right, let me continue the article. So then, okay. So then Draymond Green tells Kevin Durant, remember, I got the pulse of this team. I got the pulse of the organization. I already know you 1 foot in and 1 foot out. By the way, I'm the closest person here to you. When you have a problem, when shit is going on in your life, the person you talk to here is me. We got that relationship. So that's where I'm like, yo, who the F you think you talking to? I've been an all-star before you got here. He says, I've been doing this. Don't talk to me like I'm one of these little dudes that don't know how to hoop. I'm a grown-ass man. And then he started cussing back, and I'm cussing back. And then DeMarcus pulled me out of the huddle like, yo, calm down. I feel where you're coming from, but relax. It's too much. I met with Steve Kerr. This is Draymond, right? He says, I met with Steve Kerr and Bob Myers when we landed. My fiance was on the team playing with us. So she's sitting in the car. I turned the heat on. She's sitting in the car. I'm thinking the meeting is going to be quick. I'm in the meeting at the airport terminal for like an hour and 45 with them. So almost 2 hours, Draymond spoke with Steve Kerr and Bob Myers. And they pretty much telling me you were wrong and you need to apologize. That's facts. That's facts. Did you hear what Draymond said? He said, don't talk to me like I'm some little dude. I'm a grown-ass man. Really, Dre? That I got pull around here. Really, Dre? Really, Dre? So both Steve Kerr and Bob Myers said he was wrong and that he needed to apologize. And my thing to them was like, I told y'all this. Yeah, it boiled over, but this shouldn't be no surprise to nobody. I told you what it was. They kept telling me you need to apologize. And I'm like, I'm not effing apologizing. He's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I meant what I said. I'm not effing apologizing for something I meant to say. After an hour and 45 minutes, they're like, you go home. You meet us in the morning. You sleep on it. Maybe you'll feel different. We met and they're like, so you're going to apologize? And I'm like, I'm not apologizing. So then Steve tells me, all right, well, we're going to suspend you for tonight's game. No, Bob said it. I started laughing. He's like, well, that's not the response I expected you to have. I'm like, well, I feel like you're suspending me to try to save Kevin, to try to make him feel good. Because that's BS. I ain't never seen no player get suspended for arguing with another player. I told them, y'all gonna make a mistake suspending me because the only person that can fix this is me. They still did it. So I kind of patched it up, but it never was the same after that. But to me, it wasn't the same before that, and it hadn't been the same for at least a year. It just had gone from bad to worse. So in other words, Draymond Green pretty much exposed what pretty much was going on that whole time. So what are you talking about, Draymond? What are you talking about? Draymond wants to act like he got all this smoke. Come on, man. Come on, man. Seriously, bro? Seriously? This is ridiculous. So then it says Draymond didn't stop there, right? So now and look, I just got another report saying that Draymond Green exposes Kevin Durant's chase of LeBron James and admits the Warriors would have traded him. Draymond, you sure about that, bro? You sure about that? Let's see. Read? Huh. All right, so then he goes, this is effing Kevin Durant we're talking about. Yeah, I've done great things here, but let me tell you this. If Kevin really wanted to be here, all he would have done is went to Bob and said, yeah, I'll stay. But Draymond got to go. And guess what? Bob Myers would have called me and said, Draymond, I love you, and I won't trade you to a bad team, but where do you want to go? So to try to point the finger and say, oh, man, I left because of him, get the F out of here. I still love K. His feelings about me may not be the same, but I'll ride with him for the rest of my life. Where am I at? Oh, okay. I got that type of love for that brother, but you ain't leave because of me. You effing Kevin Durant. If you wanted to be here, I would have been out. I would have been long gone. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? I agree with Draymond on that aspect. If Kevin Durant decided to stay, guess what? If Kevin Durant decided to stay, Draymond Green would have been gone. Draymond Green would have been gone. But Draymond, you're not fooling me, bro, because you knew KD was going to get max money and you weren't. So don't come with this now, Draymond. See, Draymond's now trying to get clout. See, look at Draymond. He decides to Maverick Carter. This is Steph Curry. He does nothing. And he's still going on all the smoke podcasts with Matt Barnes and Stephen Jackson, and he's still talking about Kevin Durant. If I'm Kevin Durant, I wouldn't even entertain it. All you got to do is prove to the Warriors what they're missing by you balling the minute that you come back for the Brooklyn Nets. And hopefully the Warriors realize that you were it was a mistake to let you go. It was a mistake. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's true. So then it says, and then it says, and guess who would have understood that? He points to himself. I understand the business of basketball. He ain't effing leave because of me. That's just real. And then let's just leave it at that. And look at that. Now, Draymond Green is comparing himself to Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Like if he's in the issue with Steph Curry. What is this dude Draymond doing, man? This is crazy. I'm telling you, this dude is unbelievable, man. Joel says, Kobe said that you had to be more skilled in Michael's era because that's how they play defense. That's true. Josh says, watch, if KD wins another ring, I'll probably switch Wilt and put KD at 10. The thing is, KD would be 3-1 in the finals and would have 3 finals MVPs. Wilt Chamberlain, I believe, only won 2 finals MVPs. Jay says, 2 Kareems, Josh. Did I miss something? And that's the problem with Dre. He talks too damn much. Layla says, thanks. If LeBron doesn't win another ring, he's dropping out of the top 15. If he wins, I'll put him in the top 10. So 6', 200, though, if you put him in the top 10, I got to ask you, who goes out of the top 10? I have to think about that one. I got Magic over Kareem because Magic won his chips as the leader and Kareem was not in his prime while getting some of those rings in Lakerland. That's a fair point to say, too, though. Even if people say Magic had Kareem, Magic did it as the lead guy, though, when they converged the team to him. That's true. So that's a good point. Keep friends close and your enemies closer is pretty much what Draymond said in that article. Yep. My bad. Hakeem the Dream at 6. Remember, Josh, you can't sway people to change your list, man. You could do what your list tells you, man. It's the same. He meant Hakeem at 6. Common sense, dude. Keep smashing that like and sub. I read it right the first time. I didn't notice it. Jay says, it was a joke, man. You missed it, dude. I'm reading your mind at this point, Josh. Jay says, oh, my bad. Yo, Dre is on my last effing nerve. I'm sick and tired of Draymond Green, man. I'm sick and tired. I respect that, bro. Me personally, Braun is not in my top 15 as of now, but if he wins another ring, I'll put him between 11 and 15. Josh, at this point, KD's numbers rival any players in the top 10. We'll see when my dog comes back. He never did, but could actually bent the scales with points. Yo, I hope KD comes back with a vengeance, man. That's the truth. What NBA player do you hate? I wouldn't say hate. I would more so say don't. Well, to be honest with you, Draymond Green is the player that I hate right now. He's at the top of my list. I'm sorry. LeBron exposed himself by going to LA. I thank him. He's so annoying. The problem is if LeBron doesn't live up to those expectations at the Lakers, his legacy is going to take a big hit, even with his 3 championships. Because they're going to say, what kind of franchise player goes from team to team to team to need to win? It shows you that, one, I definitely agree with you on KD. KD's the best player in the world now. It's been since 2012, in my opinion. KD is the truth. LeBron is on my top 10. I had him top 5, and he dropped. I know. That's your list, Layla. I don't hate any player, but people can hate certain players as much as they want, Layla. She says, keep smashing that like. That's right, guys. Keep smashing that like and then that subscribe. Shaq goes out if LeBron wins. Wow, that's a tough one, man. I can't take Shaq out. Hate is a strong word, too strong. I never use it. LeBron has not done one thing better than anyone has done in the league. Layla, well, aren't you full of surprises? LeBron is in your top 5? Yeah, she got LeBron in her top 5. She'll put LeBron as GLOAT, but got him in the top 5. Come on, Layla, which one is it? Oh, man. All right, so pretty much with Draymond Green, it's pretty much a given that. So look at this with Steve Kerr. So I know that there's going to be a point when Steve comes in, they're going to talk about the fact that 6'2" says 2012 LeBron was the best until 2014. Steve Kerr says that Michael Jordan punching him in the face during the 1995 training camp actually helped their relationship. So let me read that. Let me read that for you guys. And real quick, just give me a second. 1 second, guys. And again, guys, as I always say, just give me 1 second. Okay. Layla says he's the greatest loser of all time. Do you know anybody greater that has lost more? He's with Jerry West. But like I said, if LeBron fanboys are celebrating LeBron's 3-6 finals record, then we need to put Jerry West in the top 5. G Money says, I know Eve has a different list, but I said if KD is a top 5 player of all time, would you respect that opinion? Based on what, though? I'm sorry. That's the thing. I know KD's not top 5. I'm just giving an example. KD gonna wax that ass on Draymond, get 60. Clay Pro says, yeah, when LeBron first got on those roids in 2012, he was at his best. Oh, don't worry. That video's coming out soon, too. Layla says, not top 5, but I did have a stand moment. I'm embarrassed, but I never erased the videos from my channel. My receipts are there. Hey, there's not a problem. You know, that just shows that you're taking responsibility. Unlike Mr. King James. So, you know, I got to say that, man. Got to give you props on that one. At least you keep those receipts. So, it's ridiculous, man. All right. I meant not every. Josh says 6'2". I completely agree. Bron played himself once again by going to the Lakers. He wanted another easy ring. He knows the cachet that the Lakers bring. It's like LeBron said that by the time that he did competition, it's like he was pretty much done with it. Ladies and gentlemen, so I put my PayPal in the chat. If you guys would like to donate, right there, I have PayPal right there. Layla put my name for the Cash App. You definitely don't have to do it. You're not obligated to. If you would like to donate, you can. I just put it right there inside the chat. So if you guys want the opportunity, you guys can do that through my PayPal or also through the Cash App as she puts her name in there. All right. So Jay says, Kerr hit big shots after he got hit. You see Kerr's demeanor on the sidelines was the same on the court. MJ popped him, but wasn't the only player to get Kerr. Good point, Jay. Josh says exactly. Juanetta says, I'm not a LeBron fan, but I was happy for him for when he won in Cleveland. That's cool. I have to be real. My reality doesn't change if I delete them. It's part of my story. True. Layla, I'm going to watch those vids in a few. And again, you guys keep smashing that like and hitting that subscribe. G Money says, who would win 2017 Warriors or 96 Bulls? I got the Bulls in 6. I'm not going to disrespect the Warriors like that. I got the Bulls in 6 because the thing is, you got the defense. Layla says, I'm dropping by that Cash App tonight. Appreciate that, Layla. Appreciate you. Joel says, going on another team. That's what LeBron is the GOAT at. He's the GOAT at going on another team. God damn. As they say, God damn. So let me just read an excerpt from Steve Kerr real quick, guys. And then we're actually going to stop the live stream. So look at this. The Last Dance on the documentary on the 97-98 Chicago Bulls has shown a side of Michael Jordan that's lived mostly in lore before now, where he's pushing his teammates with fury and demanding the best at all costs. So Steve Kerr, the thing that LeBron fanboys love bringing up, right? So during training camp for the 95-96 season, when the Bulls won an NBA record 72 games, Jordan and Steve Kerr began trash talking, according to a 2013 ESPN recounting of the fight. Eventually, Jordan used his physicality to try to psychologically break down a much slimmer Steve Kerr, who opted to fight back after a forearm to the chest. So Steve Kerr hit Michael with a forearm to the chest after Jordan tried to be physical with him, right? And then according to then coach Phil Jackson's account book, 11 Rings, and by the way, I have the book 11 Rings by Phil Jackson. It's a very great read. If you guys would like to read it, you guys can find that in Amazon. If Barnes & Noble opens up again, you can actually get it at Barnes & Noble as well. But I recommend you get it to Amazon. If you have a tablet and if you can pay for it, just make sure that you guys get the read on Amazon. It's a great book. And definitely you find out a lot about Phil Jackson's years in Chicago and Phil Jackson's years with the Lakers. So make sure you guys get that book. It's a very good read. So let me see. So then Jordan responded by punching Steve Kerr. And then the two had a mini boxing match before the teammates had to intervene. Steve Kerr left with a black eye. And then Steve Kerr says, I was like the kid in Jurassic Park who got attacked by the velociraptor, as he's talking about Jordan in the in a 2016 interview, right? So in an interview on Wednesday night for NBA on TNT, Kerr explained how that altercation shaped his relationship with Jordan and made them both better players and better teammates. He says, I felt like I passed the test and he trusted me more afterwards. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Steve Kerr says, I felt like I passed the test with Michael Jordan and he trusted me more afterwards. He says their relationship grew, and he says, I would say it definitely helped our relationship. Probably sounds really weird, right? Steve Kerr says. And Jordan even apologized to Steve Kerr after, and he called him and left a voice message on his answering machine. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody at home. For me, in that case, Michael was definitely testing me. And I responded, I feel like I kind of passed the test and he trusted me more. Kerr went on to become a key role player for the Bulls. Jordan passed the ball to Kerr off a double team in the 97 finals for the game-winning basket in Game 6 of the 97 finals to clinch Chicago's 5th title and 2nd in a row. People forget that when Kerr hit that shot, Michael Jordan double high-fived him after he knocked it down. And Michael Jordan hugged Steve Kerr when they won the championship. But why doesn't LeBron fanboys talk about that? As a matter of fact, Steve Kerr even got to tell the story. He retold it as if he was the one that saved Michael, and Michael found it amusing, and they had a good laugh out of it. So quite honestly, they actually had a good relationship on the court. And Michael trusted Steve Kerr, and he high-fived Steve Kerr, and he hugged Steve Kerr in that moment. And Michael Jordan even said when they won the championship that he was really happy for Steve Kerr in the 97 championship press conference. I remember it like it was yesterday. But that's the problem. That's the problem with these irritated LeBron fanboys. They never do freaking research. They just talk out of their ass and look at the stats like right in front of them, and they just talk. Yeah, Jordan wasn't asked to Steve Kerr. Jordan punched him in the face. But even Steve Kerr came out and told you that it helped prepare the relationship. But that's what the fans don't want to hear. All they want to hear is Michael Jordan was never a great teammate and he punched Steve Kerr in the face. That's the problem. That's all fanboys want to hear. That's all they want to hear. So then it says Kerr and Jordan would end up three-peating together from 96 to 98. So then it says the encounter also helped Jordan. So listen to this, guys. In Phil Jackson's books, 11 Rings, Jordan is quoted. This is in Phil Jackson's book. Look at that. He says Jordan is quoted how the fight with Kerr helped him trust his teammates. This is what Jordan says. It made me look at myself and say, you know what? You're really being an idiot about this whole process. Look at MJ taking responsibility for what an ass he made out of himself. You see that? What would LeBron do in that situation, ladies and gentlemen? He would be passive aggressive. Michael Jordan came out and admitted in Phil's book, and I read that part, he said the way he went about the whole thing was completely wrong. And Jordan at times can be a diva, but he took responsibility. That shows you that Jordan is an alpha and a leader because he took responsibility for his actions. You think LeBron James would have done that? No. He plays to the narrative. That's the problem. And then Kerr says he explained Wednesday how the fight was less severe than it might sound in today's game. It has to be understood in the context, in the intense competition. Kerr says one thing that was more prevalent back then than now was the intensity of practices versus now. I think we're smarter now with preserving our players. We don't have as many practice days. They were a huge part of the Bulls and Michael setting a standard for our play. They were practice fights on every NBA team that I played on. It wasn't really a huge deal in the grand scheme of things because, again, ladies and gentlemen, it is a part of the game. On Tuesday, Steve Kerr disagreed with Jordan's stance that teammate Scottie Pippen was selfish. See, that just lets you know that Steve Kerr don't ride the coattails. Steve Kerr has his own mind and he could think for himself. He says, by purposely missing half of the 97-98 season for surgery when he was aggravated with the Bulls management for low salary and trade rumors. Kerr said Pippen was so beloved by his teammates, which is true. That is very true. And they understood his frustration. And that's pretty much the end of that, guys. So you see how Steve Kerr even talked about how Michael and Steve Kerr became better teammates after a situation. Look what Draymond Green did. He let it ride. The media let it ride, and KD was gone because he felt KD was 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Broussard would say, if you look at the stats, but LeBron averaged a triple-double. He leads the league in assists. Jay says, maybe weak, but Kerr would have popped LeBron. Kerr is very feisty. Oh, just ask John Stockton in the 98 finals. Just ask John Stockton. Kerr called him a bastard. He called John Stockton a bastard. He respects the hell out of John Stockton, but he called him a bastard because he didn't like the fact that he was feisty and dirty. That's what he said about John Stockton, who was in the Hall of Fame. And he says he has a lot of respect for John Stockton. Never back down and with bloody noses. Steve Kerr may not be your typical fighter, but that dude, he doesn't back down. And he didn't back down from a player that's known to talk smack to people. And Steve Kerr is smaller than Jordan. And Jordan never disrespected Bill Cartwright. Bill Cartwright let that dude know. He said, you ever disrespect me like that again, I'll break both your legs. This is Bill Cartwright we talking about. He said, you disrespect me like that again, I'll break both your legs. See? And look what Mr. D. Holloway, too. Did LeBron apologize to that chalkboard he punched in game one and has said his self-inflicted emotions running so high? Your monkey ass quick after game one, please. Yeah, but MJ was a dirty player, too. Oh, yeah, he was. No one's denying that. MJ was a dirty player. Did you see some of the things that he would say to, like, Horace Grant? Horace Grant said there was things that Michael said that I didn't like. I'm not sugarcoating anything. MJ was an asshole. But he owns up to it. That's the difference. That's what real alpha men understand and can handle. But if you soft, reality's not for you. I agree, but Watchful News has a good point. It's the truth. It's the truth. Just tell the truth. Tell the truth. I love Westbrook as a person, but his b-ball IQ is a tough cover. That's the problem with Russell Westbrook, man. I don't hate the dude, man. I think the dude can be he's a great player. The problem with Russell Westbrook, what prevents his problem is his basketball IQ. That's what holds him back. And it's the same thing with James Harden. That's why I look at these dudes and I'm like, who's really going to get the blame if the Houston Rockets don't win? Is it going to be Russell Westbrook because he's proven that he can't win with players like KD, he can't win with Carmelo and Paul George, and now James Harden? Or is it James Harden who wasn't able to win with Dwight Howard? He didn't win as the lead guy. He didn't win with Chris Paul, and then he doesn't win with Russell Westbrook. You see the parallel there, guys? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. So all in all, in the end, ladies and gentlemen, MJ's a sociopath. He's a D, but guess what? It's all about basketball. It's true. LeBron to this day still has not apologized to that punching board that he broke in Game 1 of 2018. That was almost 2 years ago. LeBron ain't apologized for 2 years, man. That's petty. That's petty. You ain't apologized to a board that you broke when you're so from the land, because I'm from the land in Cleveland. Josh says, is a beast because damn it, man, he be something. That's right. And Jay says, you had to dish it back then too. Exactly. If you didn't, then you lived in the locker room. There you go. Again, Jay speaking facts, man. Jay speaking facts. That's how you do it. That's how you know how you're a true guy, man, when you don't back down in practice. It doesn't matter. From the first guy to guy 15 on the bench. Doesn't matter. You show that you're not afraid and not a punk when you can go back. See, that's the thing. You know, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. So again, guys, if you'd like to donate to the Cash App, you can. And I left the link in the description. You know, with give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate the people who decided to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. He says, guys, he'll be back. Let me see. Ryan says, hey, Amari hit a glass fire hydrant and had to sit out the rest of the playoffs, but when LeBron supposedly broke his hand, he didn't wear a hand cast. Ding. Exactly. And what Amari did was much worse. LeBron only got a bruise. KD clapping his hands was a problem too far gone. That situation was not the first time Golden State seams started showing. David West mentioned it a year earlier. That's right. Well, Draymond just said it in the article that it happened there for just about over a year. So it started probably in 2018, the year before. Started the year before. You know? So it just lets you know, man. Like I said, welcome to everybody who has subbed to the channel. I'm gonna leave the description of Johnson Daly. He was here a little bit earlier. And shout out to Johnson Daly. That's what's up. That's a good brother right there. He's been rocking with me from the time of Shaq, from the Shaq is overrated video. And you know, I appreciate him. So what I'm gonna do is let me just go to the email, and he sent me his YouTube link. I'm going to copy this. Let me just click real quick. I'm going to share his channel, and I'm going to put it in the link. Where is it? Where is it? Let me just go back to my video, and then I'm just going to put it in there. Let me see if you guys can click it. Let me see if it works. Okay, so I put the link in the chat. It will take you to one of his videos, and so just make sure you guys click on it. So that's the link that I just put there is to Johnson Daly. That's his channel. He tried to put it yesterday, but he couldn't. So he sent me an email. So there it is. Click the link, and then just you guys go subscribe to his channel, man, and show the brother some love to help him get his subscribers up as well. You know, I appreciate him, man. He shows he's a good brother. Weiss, no, it's not over. It's like just about over. But we were talking about Draymond and KD and LeBron and Maverick Carter. So I'm gonna just talk a little bit more on that. And Weiss, if you see the link right there where it says YouTube, um, yeah, just click on that link and subscribe to my boy Johnson Daly's channel. He's the one that came with the Kobe Bryant profile pic last night when we were talking about the Walt Clyde Frazier. So just make sure you guys go show him some love and subscribe to his channel. But again, appreciate Weiss for coming through. Again, guys, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you guys smash that like button. I appreciate the people that are coming watching. Hopefully we continue to get more likes. And like I said, I appreciate you guys. So Weiss, I don't know if you heard about Draymond, but did you hear about what Draymond said about Draymond allowed Maverick Carter to say about Steph Curry? Steph Curry can't play defense, and he said that Steph Curry would have a lot of trouble guarding him, and Draymond decided not to protect Steph Curry and defend him. All right, shout out to Weiss for subscribing to my boy's channel. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. And like I said, show the brother some love and have him subscribe to the channel. I think his name is Andre. That was his name when I saw the email. But like I said, man, so like Weiss, but I got here Puerto Rican time though, Weiss. Huh. All right. Weiss is a funny dude, man. Weiss is a funny dude. So yeah, man, I'm really tired of Draymond Green. This dude is making $100 million, and if I'm the Golden State Warriors, I need to trade his ass somehow, some way. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Shout out to Layla for subbing. Appreciate that. Yeah. Draymond decided not to defend Steph Curry, and he let Maverick Carter talk smack about him. Steph Curry called him a hater, and you know what? He called him a clown. And Steph Curry came back and he said that there's a lot of clowns out there who decide to just come out and then just decide to hate all of a sudden for no reason. People need to understand something. The media was riding Steph Curry's coattails in 2016, and they decided to hate on him after he won. You see Draymond right there? Look at Draymond and KD's face. You see that? You think I'm going to want to play for a player like that who chose not to pass me the ball? When knowing that that's Draymond's fault for dribbling and then trying to say I'm no punk or whatever? Draymond. Shout out to Winetta Thomas. She said it. You basically said keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That's what you did. That's what you did, my friend. Layla got here in color people time. A 3-team trade and draft picks. Possible. That man Donkey got some nerve. He ain't no Swiss Army knife. He's a butter knife. and he ain't just a butter knife. He the plastic kind. Draymond Green, the plastic kind. He the plastic knife. Right. What does dude think he is, man? I'm tired of Draymond Green. That dude is a clown, bro. How do you get a wrench? Oh, Mr. D. Holloway. I thought you had a wrench. Okay. Let me see if I can do it here. Congratulations, Mr. D. Holloway. You are not a moderator. Congratulations, my friend. I thought I gave you one. I'm surprised I didn't give you one, but I just gave you a wrench, so you are a moderator now. I also got to give it to Weiss as well, because Weiss has been a true supporter. So Weiss, you are also a moderator. Congratulations, my man. Yeah, you can tell that that's hatred in his eyes. That's aggressiveness, no doubt. And for some of you other guys, I will be giving your wrenches pretty soon. The lowly one says that grown man is also your teammate, bro. You stand right there and you don't say nothing with the man you won championships with. I would have looked at you funny too. Mr. D, I thought you had one. That's what I'm saying. Appreciate it. I thought he had one. I maybe it must have got off. I'm not sure, but I did get one. Deep down, Draymond Green is jealous of Steph and KD. He is. That's exactly it, Raduni. That's exactly it. He's jealous of them dudes. But did you hear what he told Kevin Durant in his face? He said he got clout. He said, I got clout. And Steph and did you color people time is late, I guess. Donkey was sad that his dark skinned brother was leaving. Yeah. That's female energy right there. And it's funny because KD, who's known to have a little bit of female energy, at the very least, KD just channeled it and then do that. KD was up front. That's just sad, man. Draymond Green has pretty much appreciate that, Weiss, no doubt. Yeah, I had to give you one because you've been a true supporter and you come anytime that you can, and now you've been great, bro. Appreciate all of you guys. They're wretched soon. I believe they did, but for some reason they didn't. I don't know what happened. That it must have deleted. I'm not really sure. That could be a YouTube thing. I don't even know. Yeah, but the nerve of Draymond Green, man. He comparing himself to Steph Curry. He comparing himself to Kevin Durant and to Michael Jordan. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable, man. That Draymond Green is something else. I used to call him such an integral part of those championship teams. I always used to do that. Dan, Josh with the Kobe comment. Hey, don't forget about me. Oh, man. Layla, Weiss. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Oh, wait, I got to go back to. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't, right here, make sure that you guys subscribe to my man Johnson Daly's channel. Make sure you guys do that. If you guys haven't, show the brother some love and subscribe to his channel. At the same time, gonna go to the PayPal real quick and put that back. And like I said, guys, if you haven't, make sure that you guys put the PayPal if you guys would like to donate. And then my name is on the Cash App on the screen. But it's true. Ryan says, did you see the video where this woman gets her government money in bills and flex it in her car, and 3 seconds later, two-hand snatch it? Draymond, the lady flexing bill, snatch his Golden State contract. I didn't see that, but should let me in on the link, Ryan. I'll check it out. And Layla says, Dre is so jealous, man. You can see it so clearly. It is. Draymond is an attention whore. And I know where he gets it from. He gets it from LeBron James. So to be honest, we could easily come and say Bob Myers, but Draymond Green did the whole thing because Kevin Durant could have had a chance to stay, but he ruined all those chances on the night against the Clippers. He ruined it. Draymond Green sped up the process. He got jealous. He got paid. Golden State has got to eat his contract. This dude said he would average 20 and 10. He criticized Charles Barkley, and I said Charles Barkley is a sellout, but that dude was a great player. That dude was an MVP, and he led his team to the finals, something that you've never did. You've rolled the coattails of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Don't get me wrong, you're good at your role. You're a very good playmaker, but you're not even a great rebounder. You've never averaged 10 rebounds in a season, Draymond Green. So how could you be this great player? How could you be this defensive guru? Dennis Rodman would get into your head easy, bro. You're not Dennis Rodman. You think you're Michael Jordan. What? Steph Curry or Bill Russell? That's a bad comparison, bro. That's a bad comparison, G-Money. The reason it's a bad comparison is that Steph Curry is a great player, obviously, but you're talking about Bill Russell. He's not the offensive player that Bill Russell was never the offensive player that Steph Curry is. That's obvious, but this guy impacted defense, rebounding, and he helped the Celtics win 11 championships. And as soon as he got there, the Celtics won. So I got to give him respect. He made what Red Auerbach is, to be honest with you. Red Auerbach is a great coach, but Bill Russell made the Celtics what they are. You can't mention Boston without Bill Russell. He is the Boston Celtics. All that winning and that dynasty, he's at the center of it. Even if he played with great players and Hall of Fame teammates, all those dudes will go back and talk about Bill Russell. And Bill Russell was able to win as a player coach. He won 2 rings as a player coach. You can't put Steph Curry in the same stratosphere as Bill Russell. No way. No way. And that's the problem with LeBron. He's trying to disrespect Steph Curry and take away attention from Michael Jordan by being passive aggressive again with his little subliminals. So now he got Draymond Green and Maverick Carter doing his work. That's sad, bro. The Finals MVP is named after Bill Russell for a reason. That's the respect that they have for this man. So when Steph Curry wins that award, just best believe that it's in Bill Russell's name. That's facts. At the lonely one. Now you're saying that he isn't a man, but a while back you said Steph should defend himself. Which one is it? Ever since Bob Myers said the way before the day, we knew that at times we're gonna fly off the rails. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We can't forget that. But they probably would have had an opportunity had Draymond not done what he's done. If they got rid of Draymond, KD probably would have stayed. How do I send the video link to your channel so you can watch it? Oh, what you do is if you leave at the moment, if you're doing it off of your phone, just go to type in the video, and then what you do is where it says share on the video, click share, and then just copy it, and then come back to the channel right here, and then just put the link in the chat. And I should just click the video and then pretty much check it out from there. As we keep going, it would be easy work for Rodman. Oh yeah, easy work. Ticket thinks that Curry's better than Bill Russell. That's Ticket's opinion. I never said Ticket doesn't know basketball. I can't disrespect Bill Russell like that. I'm gonna say that Curry's a better offensive player than Bill Russell. But when it talks about defense and impact and winning, you can't take that away from Bill Russell. No way. Even if he played in the era he played in. All I'm trying to say is Steph Curry's job is to defend himself. Yeah, and Curry did that. I'm just saying it was very low of Draymond to have allowed Maverick Carter to say the things that he said about Steph Curry and be disrespectful and not even defend his teammate. Like, you hear talking about Michael Jordan and Kevin Durant. He's not even worried about his teammate Steph Curry and about himself. He's worried about other people. That's how you know that Draymond doesn't know how to mind his own business. Exactly. There you go. Mr. D. Holloway just put it. If LBJ gets Draymond suspended with Maverick Carter, and then Draymond signs with Clutch Sports, and now he lets LeBron's boy disrespect Curry, KD's like, who is LBJ's build? It's Draymond Green. Listen, man. Draymond Green, KD, LeBron, these guys all talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk. But I say this, Draymond's a lot worse when you compare all those three. Exactly. You can't take away defense and leadership. I think Curry's career is just as good as LeBron all time because Curry got 3 chips and 2 MVPs in a fourth of LBJ's career. That's a good point. Keep smashing that like and that cash. But what if Steph Curry ended up winning 2 more titles? Is he a top 10 or not? If he can add a finals MVP to that resume, Curry's really knocking on the door when it comes to impact. Top 10. But the also thing is Curry's going to have a great finals. That's the key. Curry's going to have a great finals. 11 chips in Will Chamberlain's era, denying him chips, not even close. Okay, I gave you the link. Does it have to have blue highlight to click in and watch it? Yeah. Did you put it in the chat? Put it in the chat so then I can I'll watch it off on my phone. Yo, Dre's going to LA, but Steph is the main man. If he's going to LA, which LA is he going to? Is he going to the Lakers to be with his boy LeBron? Because he could talk all this crap he wants, but he's LeBron's boy at the end of the day. Because they're partners. They're entrepreneur partners. That's crazy. So anyway, he's still sunning and owing your ass. But then you want to get mad at Kevin Durant? This guy Draymond Green's a funny dude, man. That dude is a funny ass dude. That guy, Draymond Green, is a funny-ass dude. Just look at that. He look like he want to fight him. This brother looked like he want to fight him. And again, guys, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like I'm going to stop this stream. I want to thank everybody. See, this is what I'm saying. Look at this clown right here, man. Not J. Cole. J. Cole's not a clown, but Maverick Carter and your boy Draymond Green right there. And then look at this fool with his old ass beard, 38-year-old looking ass, talking about Steph Curry. You ain't got nothing better to do, Mav. You got nothing better to do. Look at this nigga here, man. It's unbelievable. The jealousy is real. I love Steph, but I hope Dre doesn't get another chip. The only way that Dre doesn't get another chip is if he gets traded. That's the only way, Layla. That's the only way. If he gets traded, that's the only way. Layla says the jealousy is real, man. I love Steph, but I hope Dre don't get another championship. If they trade Draymond, that's the best thing to happen because as long as Draymond's there, the Warriors are most likely not going to win another NBA championship. Yeah, there's rumors that he's going that this possibly could be a Laker. Draymond out here thinking he need no Brown. Exactly, lowly one. Exactly. Dre's rumors to the Lakers have gone around. It's true. So Dre Green is the type of teammate you can never take his words seriously. Yeah, because he's all talk, no, all bluff, no stuff. That's sad, man. That's just real sad. It is just unbelievable. It's just, I just look at this like it's just like not even know the same. Ryan says it's not highlighted, but the link is here. You know what, Ryan? Can you put it in one of my other videos? Probably that way it'll be easier since it's not probably showing up. I don't know what it is, but again, guys, smash that like button and keep subscribing. Draymond about to become the next Anderson Varejao. Jay says not a good market for Draymond. He's icing at best. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put a stop here. I'm gonna shut down this stream. I gotta thank everybody for coming through to this stream. I think we got a lot. We put this dude in his place. Got a lot of smoke. And like I said with Ryan, just if you can't put it in blue, just put it in one of my other videos, and I'll check it out. Maybe I might make a video out of it. Bro, that boy look like he don't even look like the Maverick Carter. He don't. How can you have one dislike? I mean, it's simple. Dudes who don't like the video, that's what it is, Raduni. I'm not even mad at it. Look at it this way. If you look at the ratio of the video, it's 35-1. So I ain't mad. Draymond swindled the Warriors like Jay Russell swindled the Raiders. I remember that Jamarcus Russell, yo. That dude was so overhyped. Al Davis is an idiot for that, for ever making that draft pick of Jamarcus Russell. I'm sorry. Al Davis is an idiot. And look at the Raiders now. They're in freaking Las Vegas. Well, at least they don't got the Oakland A's don't have to worry about their stadium now. No doubt. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming to an end with this stream. I appreciate everybody coming through. This was a good one. We were in here over 3 hours, putting in that heat, grinding, putting in that work. But you guys helped me just as much putting in that heat and putting in that work in this stream. So I appreciate you guys. Again, I'm going to put the PayPal here if you guys would like to donate. The Cash App is right there. And Layla has also been putting it, so shout out to her. Shout out to Cool and Khalil for coming through. I appreciate him. This was a very good stream, everybody. We're coming back with more heat. You already know that we're doing. And like I said, I'm coming live on Sunday. So make sure y'all pull up. I'm coming back live on Sunday for that documentary. I'm also coming live tomorrow. And we're going to be talking about, for those who like baseball, the Red Sox got hampered, and Alex Cora right now is currently out. But I felt like they kind of poo-pooed on him because he cheated on 2 teams, and he should get a lifetime ban in my opinion. So no doubt, it's all right. It's cool. It's cool. But like I said, there is the PayPal. If you guys would like to donate, it's in the chat. Put it somewhere. It's not even. Oh yeah, there it is. So right here, there's the PayPal. That's the problem with the jealousy. Those dudes get real quick. Draymond who? Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So again, Layla says my Red Sox. Yeah, we're gonna go back and forth with that Red Sox Yankee stuff. No, not Cora. Layla, if you would like to pull up for that, we could definitely talk about that. I know you got a lot to say on that with your beloved Red Sox. Cheated my Yankees out of a championship. Same go to Houston. Facts. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Louis back with another one. I appreciate all of you. As always, we already know on this. Shout out to Watchful News. He says, I'm going to contribute, my brother. Hey, I appreciate that, Watchful News. Like I said, if you guys, like I said, the PayPal is there. Yo, Weiss, no doubt, man. I feel you, bro. Yeah, I feel you. But you'll definitely be there. My Cora is innocent. No, he is not innocent. No way. This dude didn't even take the blunt, and then when he did, he tried to bring other teams down with him. Please. He is not innocent by any means. No way. Alex Cora, no way. Cheated on 2 teams and tried to drag the Yankees into it too? But I'm really mad at Rob Manfred because if he's going to be put a slap on the wrist on the Astros and on the Red Sox, that just tells me that other teams are going to cheat. That just tells me that they're going to cheat. Other teams are going to cheat, which means that they're not going to take Rob Manfred seriously. And again, these dudes knew about it. That's why I'm getting really mad at baseball. They knew about this crap, man. Yeah, you better plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. Wilding out. Shout out to my man, Nick Cannon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, for the love of the game. You know, I talk with these lives for the love of the game. I got to say that I appreciate the fact that people have appreciated my growth as a YouTuber, the fact that people continue to watch all live. Shout out to my man, Watchful News. He says Nationals all day. The defending World Series champions right there, man. You know what, Weiss? That's what they should do, but baseball ain't going to do that. They should do that, but they're not going to do that. You speaking facts, brother. They need to do that, but they're not going to. Because the defense is going to be, well, if you take their rings, you need to take rings of other teams that cheated. That's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to say. But shout out to Watchful News. He's a Nats fan all day. All right, cool. Neymar's going back to Barca. Oh, word? Yeah, haha, you got to cheat the Yankees. Exactly. Thank you, Jay. Let them know. Neymar's going back to Barca. And Jay, I don't know if you're a fan of the Dodgers, but they took your Dodgers out of the World Series. If you're a Dodgers fan, think about that, son. Been here from the jump. Right. Again, always shout out to Layla, true supporter. Appreciate everybody with the support. Yeah, sure, Layla. Sure. All right, and anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so I already showed the PayPal. I appreciate everybody for coming through to this live stream. I love you all. I appreciate you all. We'll be back on another one back on tomorrow. I'm going to try to make sure I don't come on Dominican time. It's just, you know, with school and all that kind of stuff, I kind of be changing times because I think I'll be done and then I got to do something else. Oh, my Lord. Layla, you better come with smoke tomorrow when we talk about Alex Cora. We better come with smoke. I'm telling you right now. But anyway, this was a good one. KDB, the best midfielder in the world. Oh, Jay's a Yankees fan. Okay, Jay, I feel you. All right. That's my man Jay right there. All right. He down with the Yankees. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, Jay. I know that Hank Steinbrenner just died recently, a few days ago. Rest in peace to Hank Steinbrenner, brother of Hal Steinbrenner. Dominican, Puerto Rico, the color time, they're all the same thing, to be honest with you. They're all the same thing. Yeah, man. So yeah, and I'm sick and tired of Brian Cashman, man. That dude is taking so much credit for one championship team he put together. For one. But anyway, again, this is your boy Louis with another one. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. And make sure that, again, that you guys are continuing to share the videos. To my new subscribers that did subscribe, welcome. to the family. I know some of us got off the wrong foot, but again, once you get to obviously listen to the streams, you appreciate. Shout out to Khalil Coolin for subscribing. Appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Johnson Daly. Again, make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. The stream was up. The link was up earlier. I'm looking out for everybody, man. I want everybody to get that recognition that they deserve, and showing support for people in the content, man. I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm trying to grow as a YouTuber, continuing. I'm almost at that 1K. With your support, we're gonna get there. And like I said, I want to support young YouTubers coming up, and they're trying to make a name for themselves as well. Got to do that, man. And I appreciate all of you, man. You guys mean the world to me, and you guys continuously show support. I love you, man. I don't even know what to say. And we're going to get there together. And like I said, I can't wait to throw the party, the 1,000 sub party. That joint is going to be lit. I'm going to have drinks. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to invite people in the chat to talk, and we're just going to keep it as an open talk. We could even talk about sports. We could talk about life. It's going to be awesome. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Deuces, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Huggies to Layla and daps to all the fellas. I appreciate you. Jay is the man. Weiss is the man. Gideon's the man. Watchful News is the man. Mr. D. Holloway, Dylan Savage. Shout out to Sly. Shout out to G Money. Shout out to Clay Pro. Shout out to Speaking My Sports Talk. Shout out to Johnson Daly. Shout out to Raduni. Shout out to Tomoko. Shout out to Watchful News. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to the lowly one. Shout out to Winetta Thomas. Shout out to Tara Matthews. Shout out to everybody. Patricia Sutton. Shout out to Sierra Dean. Shout out to Tara Matthews. Shout out to Asia Robertson. Shout out to Mr. D2 Holloway. Shout out to Josh, the GOAT. I appreciate all of you. Shout out to Chris Wedge, man. Shout out to everybody who's always shown support and love. And like I said, shout out to the new subscribers. Again, all right, this is your boy Louis, man. As always, you already know my motto. Bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank y'all for watching. And to end this brand, look who's going to be on here. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, going live this Sunday. Last Dance, baby. Last Dance, baby. It starts, that's right, and it ends with that guy right there, man. MJ, the GOAT. Shout out to Michelle's daughter as well, man. Shout out to RB the Breakthrough as well. Shout out to him. Shout out to Tired of Fools, man, the reason that I'm in here. And shout out to my new Wrenchmonts. And like I said, everybody in the future will get their wrenches as well. The more you continue to support. Shout out to Ben Castro. He knows his sport. Shout out to Richie Rich. Everybody, man. All right, bless up. One love. Thank you. Live, laugh, love. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for being in the live stream. Thank y'all for putting in your comments. And thank you for continuing to share the videos. And ladies and gentlemen, when this video comes up, I need y'all to share the video. Make sure to share it so that this channel can continue to grow. We're going to get there together. And like I said, love y'all. Deuces. Peace. Later, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and we will be back tomorrow with another one.